Welcome, welcome, welcome. High Confessions 369. It's your girl Celeste here. And today we're going to be talking about transactional relationships. Now we're going to wait and see if anybody want to join, if anybody want to hit the panel before I get started. I'm going to wait a few seconds. So, what defines a transactional relationship? What it do is say nah nah joining the stage.
How y'all doing? It's Say Nah Nah. Y'all know what the fuck going on. How would
What's
I
going
define it?
on? What it do is say nah nah joining the stage.
How y'all doing? It's Say Nah Nah. Y'all know what the fuck going
What's going on? Say nah nah. Just getting started, waiting for other people to join the panel or whatever. But today we're talking about transactional relationships.
on. You know people love friends with benefits, so
Exactly, right?
right.
So I was going into what defines a transactional relationship. And basically, it's like clear expectations of giving and receiving, where actions are primarily motivated by the anticipation of a specific return. Hmm, good old days. Let me stop.
Now this is an interesting conversation because a lot of people take relationships differently.
Right,
And with my
right.
take on it, I feel like if they got an understanding about what they're doing with the relationship and how they're going about the transactions, far as the benefits, or it could be anything, money, exchange of things. So if they got an understanding, I don't see no problem with it. But I don't per se like those type of relationships because they could end badly. Somebody could end hurt.
Exactly. Exactly. I got people hitting me up talking about sending the link. So give me 1 second. I'm just to drop the link again.
Send them the link. Send them the link.
Send the
Make sure
link.
you like and subscribe to High Confessionals channel.
Yes. Let's see here. Go here. Alrighty. Link sent. So hopefully we may have the new Nina, joining the platform and stuff like that. So like I was gonna say what you was just describing is like the mutual benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like they say you have like mutual benefits and emotional, you know, um
Ties. Because
benefits
some
or
people are
bargaining.
with people to get the emotional connection because they don't have it. So they give people to feel that love from them. So, you know.
Exactly. People like to say, oh, when you do like the emotional stuff, it's like a form of manipulation.
I feel like the form of manipulation to me is when they're buying things looking for something that the person may not be able to give.
Exactly. Now, it can be reciprocated. Like you can have that type of relationship to where, okay, we just do nice things for each other. We're not talking like that. it's like
You
I
scratch
don't
my
want to
back, I
say
scratch
it.
yours
I
type.
don't want to say it. But it's like, 403s. You feel
You mean them
isn't that like
304?
transactional?
Yes. Yes, it's just like we could say it, we could speak on it. It's like the 304s. Like they give
Right. That's what they're
the participee the pleasure and they get the benefits far as money, gifts, and etc. It's just like sugar babies and sugar daddy situations.
right.
Good
Now,
example.
exactly. That's a great example because a lot of people out here nowadays be looking for them a sugar daddy and a sugar mama. I was confused on it a little bit.
Yeah, it's just an agreement. I have I have some of my co-stars on the show that is in those type of situations. It's just an agreement amongst two people for exchange for currency, gifts, or whatnot, trips. It could be anything. But that's
Right.
just like us with the world. What we give the universe, what you put out, you get back.
Exactly.
So with that being said, I don't see nothing wrong with if it's an agreement or a situationship, but to each his own.
Right. As long as it's benefiting both parties. Um, I feel like sometimes those type of dynamics can turn into a form of control
It
in
does.
some
It does in so many different situations. Like I have a friend that I watched her go through so much with one of her participants. And I'm like, I couldn't. My temper and my patience just so short with certain things, I'd rather just work hard and do it on my own instead of
right.
being in a situation where you feel like you're obligated to that person, because it's really an obligation more than anything.
Exactly. We're gonna welcome the new Nina Rice to the stage. Check her out on Facebook. Make sure y'all drop y'all pages and what y'all got going on. Also, like just let it out. You feel me? Let everybody know what y'all got going on. It's about networking too.
All right, my name is Say Nana. I have a show coming out, Penthouse Baddies. You could go like and subscribe to blinkshowtv.com. If you want to send your audition tapes in, you're more than welcome to send them in. We also have the Las Vegas Music Awards coming up in August, so be looking out for that. Please go like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe to High Confessionals channel. Thank you for having me aboard.
Yes, make sure y'all tune in and check everything out and get them applications in. Do y'all big ones, then to 10 toes down.
So, how do you feel about tr- the transactions with the relationship? Because some transactions come with benefits, or some situationships
Right,
come with
right.
certain
Oh, like,
situations.
like, you gotta pay my rent if you want to take me out on a date type shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
because that's what I'm gonna keep it real. That's what people nowadays the relationships be based off. If you could help me elevate, or what are
right,
you helping me do, or it could be a parent got that's a single parent like me. You can't come in just half stepping or whatnot, and then due to certain things that we've been through in our life, you don't tolerate certain things. So
exactly, exactly. We have those boundaries set up to where if we see a pattern, we're gonna be like, oh no, we're not dealing with that.
correct, correct. Because it's a lot of things like now that I pay attention to. You got to find somebody that's more into you than the transactions, or find somebody that is genuinely just looking for what you're looking for at the same time. It's not a lot of people out there like that though, because nowadays I've been watching like the younger relationships and stuff. It just be
Right,
like, wow, like y'all just don't have no
right.
loyalty to anything.
Exactly. And then they crash out real fast and wanna unalive their partners and stuff like that. Like when somebody is
Correct.
like so into you, you don't want it to be like, oh, like stalkerish or anything like that. You want like, girl.
And and then I mean, it depends on the person too. You might be a vibe for somebody that make them
Right.
stalkerish or obsessed, because people can be obsessed with you. It's a certain thing called obsession, and a person will not leave you alone. They'll do anything to just get your attention.
Exactly. Hey, new Nina. I think you're on mute.
And yeah, she's on mute. Her
Yeah,
mic.
I was on mute, making sure I wasn't echoing or anything while y'all was talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Oh
was
yeah,
like, I
you good.
wanted you to drop your stuff because I know you've been doing some
Customs,
good
I
work on
see.
Facebook.
Yes, you guys make sure that you check me out on Facebook. I stream as often as I can on there.
I
Yeah,
see
so
you
make
got
sure
a lot
y'all
of
hit up
stuff
the
that you're
Facebook.
doing, customized, custom bags, shirts, and merch. Correct?
Yes, yes.
Y'all hit her up, ring her up.
Yeah, make sure you get with her. I got some penthouse baddie. I got my own brand or strand of trees coming out. So be looking out for that penthouse baddie OG. You know.
And I'ma smoke them and I'ma do a review on this page.
Make sure you do a review. I'll make sure I get you some samples over there.
Right, right, right. Check High Confessions out really high.
So with the relationship situation, you know, those kind of relationships could turn into DVs, domestic violence,
Yeah,
per se, and people
yeah.
being unalive. Like, what can you tell the audience to make them be aware of the situation going bad? Because some people don't know when their situation is going to worse until something tragic happens.
Right. So basically you got to know how to recognize those unhealthy dynamics. So, which involves like different patterns of control, dishonesty, lack of respect, um, emotional or physical abuse. And those are like strong indicators that is leading towards that. Then you get to the jealousy and things like that. And jealousy is one of the big ones. People being dishonest in their relationship.
Infidelity issues and some more.
Right. Not being all the way transparent, because I remember it was a time where you could be in a relationship with a guy and a guy be like, oh, if you breaking that nigga, as long as you bringing the money back to me, I don't care.
Yeah, but that's a understanding ship, because what's understood don't got to be explained. So if you have that type of relationship with somebody, yeah, that's all kudos. But right now, I'm not into that type of stuff. I have a partnership. Like, me and mines are partners. We gonna do everything together, and that's just that. It ain't no outsiders involved. Period. Point blank. So with that being said, like, I've been in situations to where I was with someone, it got the way I show love, I love hard. So if I love you, I love you.
Right.
If I don't, you will know it. I'll start drifting away. But my thing
Right.
is, I got out of a serious relationship, like, because of domestic violence, infidelity, people just not being honest about what they want in general.
Right.
So long as you're honest with whatever situationship you have, it shouldn't be no issue. But people are so dishonest nowadays. Like, people are just for the
Right.
cloud or for the funds.
You're right. They get along to be alone. I
Hmm.
guess. I don't know.
Right.
But
Everybody want to have their cake and eat it too. Because
Yeah.
really, it comes down to we already determined that this is a situationship anyway. Then what else is there to lie for? Like, cause I mean, what's the worst that can happen except for you tell me what you're really on, and I tell you I'm not into that, and we let it be. But people want to, have a cake and eat the shit too. It don't work that way. But you can keep trying, but it's in the end, it's never gonna work because eventually the other person's gonna get wise and be like, "Oh, this ain't it."
And that's why
Right.
people come up with prenups and agreements on when they dealing
Contracts.
with people, because people tend to flip, or people patterns tend, they could be one way and then 7 months from now they're a totally different person. So you just got to pay attention to the signs. Like, you got to know red flags. When people don't want you to be around your family, that's possessiveness. People want to control who you hang out with. You got to pay attention to the signs and just know
Exactly.
in general what you want and what you want to tolerate with, because it's all about tolerance for real.
Yep.
What you will and will not put up with.
Exactly. And if you got an agreement, just stick to your agreement. And maybe it can
Exactly.
work out, and maybe y'all can build to have something, and maybe it can grow into something organically to where y'all is not in a situationship.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I can never be in a situation ship because I know who I am and I need a lot of attention. So
And I agree with that because
like I'm not sharing. Point blank period. I'm not sharing. We can help each other out and we can do for each other and we can grow with each other, build with each other and do all that stuff together. You feel me?
yes. And then naturally, as women, we are providers, protectors, and that's just our nature to nature and nurture the person we're with. So I don't per se that people just be in situationships. It end up turning out to be, because what if your mate doesn't have it at the time? What if that person is not financially stable and you do want to deal with this person? Sometimes you will try to feed into the person to fuel their fire to get them they spark back to get back on their feet.
Right.
Everybody
But
don't just be with people just to be with them.
right, but what they don't do is when that partner get on their feet, they not supposed to step on the partner that had they back while they was down. You feel me? Like we don't do that.
Right, right. And then my thing is, if it's a partnership, it shouldn't be tallies on what a person done. No,
Right.
nobody should be keeping markers. Oh well, I did this, or a tit for tat situation.
Exactly, because I'm gonna be like, and if you keeping track of it, you ain't doing enough.
Mm-mm.
But
If you're
what if
keeping track, it's not organic.
the
Right, and you ain't doing enough.
what if
Man,
the
shit.
person that's keeping track is the person that feels like they putting in all the work? Like, what if they be just doing what they be doing? They see no reciprocation. You know what I mean?
You got to give that person time to be able to reciprocate something back to you. It may feel like that, then don't do it, because evidently, if you got to keep tallies, you're not doing it from the kindness or the pureness of your heart. So you shouldn't be doing it if you have to keep tallies on it or have to bring it back up.
But yeah, that means you don't think the other person is gonna be able to respond accordingly.
Yeah, and if you know that person can't respond accordingly, then you limit what you're gonna do for that person at the end of the day, so you won't feel taken.
Right.
Then you can see how they really fuck with you. Okay, is they gonna stop fucking with me once I pull back,
Mm. Yeah, and that's
or
a
they
good
gonna stay
question, because once you limit what you do, some people do get angry. Some people do
Yep,
get
because
upset.
they rent need to be paid, they nails need to be done, and you
But
the one that usually do it for me. So why stop? Like,
see, the
some
way I was
women
brought
don't
up,
know
we're
how to show
hustlers.
love.
We
You know what
hustle.
I'm saying?
We
Sometimes
Some
that's
hustle.
the
women
We
don't
problem.
know
generally
how
hustle.
to show what they call reciprocation or
People is
Hmm.
always going to expect whatever you let them learn to expect.
Hmm.
So if somebody expects you to do something just because, then that's when you know, okay, I've done too much for this person who ain't doing nothing for me. So at that point, yeah, let me pull back. And if if you come up to me like, oh, why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that like you used to? Oh, let me explain to you why. And now hopefully that'll get us back on track to where you understand that this has to be a two-way thing or it won't be anything at all.
Yeah, but communication is the key. How do that person know that how do that person know that the individual is feeling that type of way? You have to communicate with the person that you're dealing with and say, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. In the next 3 months, this is what we're gonna do. We should be here by the time we get to 6 months. If you don't break it down to a person will never know. People are not mind readers. People don't understand people's feelings unless you express them. They don't know how they made you feel. People just
Yeah, and
be
some people
doing
would take
things to
advantage of it
survive.
too. Some people take advantage of it because they just in it for the perks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
But perks ain't everything. To genuinely have someone that has your best interest is the best feeling in the world. Like,
right.
that's the all-time high. Somebody that motivates you, pushes you to have and to have better for yourself. That
Exactly.
is amazing. I'm telling you,
Right.
like that feeling to have somebody that supports your dreams and stuff is amazing. And I would like a lot of people to feel that, but it's hard to find nowadays. That is
Mm-hmm.
very rare
Exactly.
to find somebody that's willing to invest in you and your dreams or push you to strive for better for yourself. There's not a lot of people because everybody in survival mode nowadays.
Exactly.
Right. And
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 everybody's
sometimes we
scared.
don't want to hear the hard truths.
It'd be like just as scared
Truth
as you
hurts.
be to, let your guard down, the other person be scared too. It'd be like just like you don't want them to take advantage of you. You don't they don't want to be taken advantage of. So everybody just be like, let me only put the bare minimum into this just in case type shit.
And I'm gonna be honest with the crowd. Don't live out of fear. Be in that uncomfortable place because that uncomfortable place will get you places that you never know you could go. To be
That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
comfortable is to mean you're settling.
Mhm.
Don't never feel comfortable where you are. You always
Yeah,
could evolve.
yeah. I always say
Right.
comfort don't lead to growth. You know what I mean? Discomfort do, because you always
Right.
try to find another comfortable. Like this, discomfort is the best thing to me. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I know when I was coming up, I had this teacher that said, without risk there's no,
Reward.
success.
Reward. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with so I was like, okay, you got to take the right risk though.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Don't
And
take
you
the
Calculation.
gotta
wrong
know
risk that's
when
going to
to
get you
let go
locked
as
up
well.
and stuff like that.
Hmm. Hmm. And it's crazy nowadays because people don't realize that being uncomfortable is the most comfortable place. You want to be uncomfortable. You want to be able to shine when there's darkness or sadness. You want to be able to bring some people out of the situation and know that you did your duty far as giving back or helping someone out of a tough situation and you guys can reflect on it after they get out of it. Cuz it always takes time to get where you're going.
Exactly. That's the problem these days. Everybody want every night, overnight everything. They want instant gratification. They don't want to work too hard for nothing.
You know, they even want that in love. You know what I mean? People get with people and they push the shit. You know what I mean? And make it like it's the best and greatest thing when they ain't even take time to heal from the last shit that they was in.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it be
And then
so
all that
short lived. It
projection
be
comes.
crazy.
Yeah,
And then you got to hold yourself accountable for your rights and wrongs and what you do in the
Exactly.
relationship because a lot of people don't know like if you hold yourself accountable, people will respect you more. Okay, I
Yeah.
understand I messed up here, here, and there. I'm trying to fix it here. This may not be able to be fixed because there was a lot of stuff said and done that we probably can't fix it right here. But right here, as far as communication, you can always fix communication or a misunderstanding by going and talking to that person about how you make them feel.
yeah, and
And
it
make
may
sure
Mm-hmm.
you let them know you understand what they're going through and you're trying to get your point across as well. But also learn to be quiet and listen to that person.
yeah, and it may be
Right.
uncomfortable, but uncomfortability lead to growth. You know what I mean? So
Right. And listen without judgment.
Hmm.
And listen to actually understand, not listen just to respond.
Correct.
yeah, people be responding just as a reply to this. They just be just on some like blah 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 blah, just on some reaction shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even
On a
You
process.
got to take your
defensive
ego
side.
out of it
Yeah,
too. Because once
Right.
sometimes it's just going to be oh, you made me mad, so I got to make you mad, and then I, you know what I'm saying? It just be a
A
never
tit
ending
for
cycle
tat
of y'all trying to piss
situation.
each other off.
Sometimes it be like that. Like, look, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes that's the only way they would hear you. Like,
You know.
sometimes when you're communicating with people, you can say it in the nicest tone, the politest way you can, and they still won't get it until you have to raise that voice and then they get it. And some people don't respond well to a certain tone or a certain what they call octave when
Yeah.
you know.
Like I was in a situation dealing with somebody that was on drugs, and I low key helped that person get off of drugs, but that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted to do. So it could have never worked out between me and that person because that's what that person. That's just that person vibe.
Yeah, you know
Wasn't
what
a
they
bad
said. You know,
person
you
or
can't help
whatnot.
somebody who don't
Just
want to
you
be
know,
helped.
always wanted to be in the spotlight type person, but at the same time, you gotta know who you're dealing with, know the signs, know the connections with the universe, know your goals and your journeys. Make
Right.
sure it fits for what you're doing for yourself, because it is okay to give and build yourself. Because if you're good, it's good when your cup is overflowing to help someone else. But make sure you
Exactly.
fill your cup back up because you could give so
Right.
much and just get drained and down and depressed, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where anxiety and all that stuff kicks in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But be careful to not drain an empty well. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you could just give with no reciprocation, and then you just be empty. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Till you take
yes,
care of yourself. You know what I mean?
right.
You can't help nobody if you can't help your fucking self. You know what I mean?
Right. That's why I tell people to fill themselves up before they fill into others, because it's just like flying on the plane. You got to put your mask on before you put on someone else's mask. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So,
And then everybody knows the feeling of being taken advantage of. You,
Right.
yeah.
everybody should know the signs of when a person is taking advantage, when a person
Mm-hmm.
is mishandling you. So if a
Right.
person is mishandling you, you're the person to be able to stop it. It takes you to stop it because a person only gonna do what you allow them to do. And if you sit
Exactly.
back
Facts.
and just keep on dealing with it, that's you choosing to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And if you put up
You know?
boundaries and the motherfuckers don't like the boundaries that you put up, that's a sign right there that you know what I
You
mean.
don't respect my boundaries. We're not on the same level. I will respectfully decline and I'm departing from the situation.
Exactly. Some people know they're not good for you, but will do anything to force their way to you.
Right.
So when we talking about transactional relationships, we talking about those people that want to drain your energy also without
Okay.
your permission.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to pay attention to that as well because it could be in any kind of situation. It don't even got to be in a relationship. It could be in the crowd you hanging out with. It could be in the
Exactly.
environment you're in. It could be your kids per se because the devil works through
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, yeah,
Bad energy go through people. So long as you keep a positive light and a pure heart, I say that always win in the end.
Yeah. And it's contagious too. People don't realize it. It's contagious too.
you know.
Very much
So
so.
if you like that all the time, majority of your time, people that don't rock with that, they're not going to be around you like that. They're going to leave.
Exactly. They're gonna be
The
like, that
people that
motherfucker is
needs
too
that
inspirational.
energy, they're going to stay right there by you.
Or they're gonna feel like you're the issue.
You're doing too
They're
Right.
gonna
much.
make you're the reason, or you're the reason why this is not working out. You're the reason. But in nationality, if you hold yourself accountable, if we're a team, we're both
Right.
the reason.
Exactly.
Exactly. Because if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do on my part and you doing everything you supposed to do on your end, then who messing up in the middle?
And where's the reasoning at
Mhm.
the end of the
Right.
day? If there's no reasoning, how can you say or accuse the next person of lack thereof if there was never no reason or conversation to bring that to that person's attention?
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes, a lot of times, there'll just be a disconnect.
period, and it does in life in general.
That's why I can't wait till everybody frequencies raises up and we can just speak to each other, through
And
our
I'm gonna tell
mind.
you like this with the
Like, let me
frequency.
read your mind real quick because you ain't talking about shit. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
No,
they
and
can't
it
give me
don't
that
be
type of
that. That's
power.
you attract your frequency is what people fail to realize. So like
Right,
in my life with my healing journey, I attracted people that I mirrored. Hurt people, or people that's feeling hurt or abandoned issues, or it could be anything, any trauma that you dealt with as a child. You're gonna reflect or attract them people so you can heal from that person or the process. Because if you're looking it in the face and you don't like it, you're looking at yourself.
right,
And people fail to realize that sometimes, like, we are each other's reflection. Certain things we do, or you might see something in me that you don't like, but it might be
right,
something that you need to work on within yourself.
Right.
And people don't understand that. Like, it took me a long time to realize sometimes it could have been me.
Hmm.
It could have been me. I could have been a provoker. I could have started that shit, or I started this argument that led to some shit going off the wall, or family wars and stuff like that. So you got to understand what you brought to the table to make things go bad, and you got to understand what you could have did to make things just flow.
right. Most of the time, I'll be the one starting some shit. I ain't gonna even lie. It's just the cancer in me. I have to get to the bottom of certain stuff, and I'm very strategic. So I'm not giving out all my secrets, but I don't know how to hold my tongue sometimes,
And
Then
and that
sometimes
again,
could be a
they
you
tell me
shouldn't
problem.
have to for real
sometimes
because
it's best left unsaid, because it's a lot of things like I could have addressed, but I'll be like, nah, it ain't even worth it. Certain things just ain't worth it, especially when you know a lot of people just draining your energy. Because when you come around, everybody see you shining so bright, but you might be in a dark place in your situation.
hmm
But
Right,
everybody see you like, oh, you always got it, or you doing this, you doing that. But a person really might have nothing,
right.
or feel like they have nothing, and you're
Be
exactly
doing
like,
so
because
I
much
was
more than them,
born
and they
this
don't even
way.
see it themselves.
God made me this way. I gotta wake up looking my best and going out smiling and stuff, even though my life may not be going the way I want it to go. But it's those lessons I have to learn to make me a better person.
And just like with the energy transfer, we going into a new world, a new vibration. Everybody is not handling the energy, so everything is like an exchange. Oh, I do this for you, you give me this, or I do this for you, you give me this. It's a bartering system all around. But you got
I
to know
mean, that's
how
how it
to
was created
project it.
from way back
And that's true
when
too.
people traded goods. I'm not gonna say what else they traded, but we know what else
And we
they
ain't even gonna
traded.
get
And I
politically on
just
that,
heard
because
about a
I'm still asking
story.
for reparations.
But look, I just hear about a story about a man going to San Juan, Mexico, or whatever for his graduation, and they beat the hell out of him and say it's because of Trump. Like, are we doing that now? Really?
And then you got to look at the relationship with the politically, like Trump, the rise of Phoenix. Y'all got to do y'all research on why they saying he the rise of Phoenix, why his skin so gold and stuff like that. Everything has a meaning. We're here for a reason. The people you encounter is for a reason. Everybody just don't know how to dig into why that reason is.
Right.
But if you pay
Because a lot of
attention and
people
you
say
listen, you'll
that
figure it out.
a lot of people will say, "Oh, I'm in your life for a reason. I'm in your life for a purpose." And sometimes they don't even know the reason or the purpose. They just know they're there. You know what I'm saying? So
And
I'm
it could
like,
be that you're beneficial, your ideas, your energy, your vibe. It could be so many things why people say, oh, I'm in your life for a reason. Show me your reason.
right. I have a person that just hit me up when he want ideas, and he
No.
blows up off of my ideas. You feel me? So
Mm-mm. And ideas cost. I don't care what nobody say. If you have ideas, write your ideas down. Make sure you patent it and send it to yourself, because somebody might do it and you already didn't thought it and start
Right.
trying to do it, and they tried to execute it, and you just jump on that and be like, nah, I started this. It's nothing
Right.
to confront somebody about what they're doing. Like, it's a lot of podcasters, that not even from Vegas, but they repping the Vegas
Right.
name. You're not from Vegas. You can't do that. Rep your city. We're gonna rep ours. You feel me? But
Right. Half of the
we
times
can
they
go
ain't got
on.
shit going on in it. Half of the time ain't nothing going on in their city because most of them coming from a simulation city. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop saying that.
But it be true because
It's just be a lot of
just
stuff
like
going
Adam and
on
Eve,
like
we are the atoms,
Midwest.
and our thoughts produce what we see around us. And we attract what we want. So evidently, if we attracted that person, that's what we was wanting at the time. But sometimes you gotta redirect the attraction and to make it to where it's balanced for both parties.
And some of the time we just be caught up in a loop, an energy loop, to where the
Hmm.
shit that we seeing is even if the shit we don't want, we just moving it like it's the way we move. You know what I mean? And one thing you
And
do,
sometimes we be bored.
and we gotta also like if you don't look into yourself, a lot of that shit gonna keep on happening. If you never, you
If you
never,
don't learn a lesson from what test you failed,
yeah.
you're gonna keep on recurring.
If you never the problem, then you never gonna grow. You know what I mean? If you never
That's
the
a
issue,
fact.
if you're never it, it's always somebody else. Anytime
Right.
you point your fingers at somebody else, you got three fingers pointed back
Pointing back at you.
and one at God.
And
And
then that's
Exactly.
the
That's why I
thing.
be saying why
Sometimes
I'm
you do
always
have
to
to hold
blame.
yourself accountable.
That's why I be trying to figure out why I'm always to blame. Everybody be trying to blame me for everything and I ain't done nothing. I be like,
and a lot of the shit that we see that we don't like, we be doing the same shit. You know what I mean? That's why we seeing the
yeah.
shit. That's that projection shit. You know what I mean?
And
Projections
you
and
got to change your projection on how you projecting things so you won't receive that same energy. If you don't like it, don't do it. And
we
that's
all
just
like
what I'm at in
it.
my life. Like, if I just don't agree with it, no, I don't want to deal with that. Or I got the right to tell you where I'm going to be. This is my space, and this is my vibe, and this is my energy. I'm not giving my energy to everything. So, no, I'm not going. I'm going to stay at home.
Right. Sometimes I be in that mood where I'm be like, oh, okay, so you doing this, I'ma reflect you. You know what I'm saying? So what you do to me, I'ma do to you. But it never ends well.
Yeah,
It
and the tit
never
for tat
ends well.
situation
It's more.
goes
The
on and
the
on
problem
and
with
on
that,
because who's going to be the bigger person to just stop?
We
Like,
really got
who's
to
yes,
going to
treat
be the
people
bigger
how we
person to
want to
be
be
like,
treated.
okay, we done with this. Let's move past this. How can we move forward on doing things the way we want it done or how we feel it should be done? You
We
know,
got to be an
Right. Sometimes
example.
you can't teach the lesson. Sometimes
We got to be the
you
lesson.
I
got to
mean
live it.
We
you
got.
got to live it. You feel me? Like I be telling people that a lot. I'm like, you want people to sit here and listen to you and stuff like that, but look how you living. Like maybe they'll listen to you more if you walking in your truth or whatever.
Yeah, and don't be ashamed of your truth because your truth is the light. In order to live your
Right.
truth, that gets you to the light. That brings you out the darkness. Like, okay, everybody going through situations, but how can they help you if they don't know? Live in your truth. Don't hide, I don't hide nothing from nobody. If I'm going
Right.
through it, I'm going through it. But if you're gonna judge me for going through what I'm going through or having situations with me, then that's you. But you don't have to deal with it because you don't got to be around
Right.
me.
Exactly. And you can't expect people, like you were saying, you can't expect people to help you or show you empathy or sympathy or whatever you want to be shown. And then you don't want to accept the help, but you want people to, you know what I'm saying? Like you being the victim. You
Sometimes
know
people
what I'm
And don't
saying?
force your perspectives on nobody. Let your perspective be yours and theirs be theirs. And then
Right.
agree to disagree because at the end of the day, everybody ain't going to have the same point of view.
yeah.
Exactly. And some of us know when people are playing ring around the rosy in our head. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I don't like different clips. You know, you giving me different clips, but it's supposed to be one story. You feel me? Like give me all the highlights of that one story, if that's the case. Don't give me different clips of different stories and expect me to figure it out and then get mad when I don't figure that shit out. You feel me? Like, we
Yeah,
have
and
to
then
communicate.
understand that
Right. You got to communicate.
you're in a relationship with yourself as well. So make sure you
Right.
doing what you gotta do to fix your situation and your relationship. Like you gotta fix yourself in order to have a foundational relationship, something that's gonna be stable, something that's gonna be healthy,
Exactly.
being
If you're
understanding
not
of the next person's
happy,
feelings.
I think she froze.
Yeah,
Who
she
me?
froze.
You
if
back?
Oh,
you're not happy, then that's how that that's how that goes. My bad, you guys. Somebody tried to video call me while I'm doing my live, and I'm not answering no video calls while I'm doing my live. So moving forward, I forgot what I was saying.
you were talking about how you gotta fix what's within yourself to have a
Right. Like
stable
if you're not
relationship.
happy, right, thank you. If you're not happy, how you gonna make someone else happy?
And
If
then
you're not stable,
I'm gonna say this because I've been an unhappy person that made people happy.
mm-hmm,
Like with my experience of being unhappy could be because of so many things. You gave too much, you gave too little, you could have fixed this, you could have saved this. You can't live off them coulda, woulda, shoulda. You gotta live off the now in the present and what you're doing moving forward to be happy. Like it took me a while to understand that like certain things I did, certain things I said, that's because I was dealing with childhood trauma, feeling abandoned, losing my mama, going through so much stuff around me when we're just trying to be pure hearted people to those that's around us.
right,
So you got to understand within yourself the trauma that you're dealing with as well. Like you got to identify your healing process. That's why it's good to do that shadow work. That shadow work is
exactly.
no joke.
And when you're in a relationship, we already know most women take on their men, you know,
Like for example, I'm involved with someone right now. My first 6 months, I cried every night with this person. Cried, just cried on this person's shoulder, just cried, and he did not judge me, didn't judge me at all. Just was like, dang, I'm here to help you heal. Like, you gonna get through this. Let it out. Like, didn't judge me at all. Let me know
right,
what my faults and all. You can't do this. I want this done. If we're gonna talk, like, I want you to be this way. I want you to carry yourself this way. It's the understanding between two people at the end of the
right.
day.
And if they're making you better and you're elevating, it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? But if they're like bringing you down, that's when it's like, nah, this not right. So we have to
Right.
notice that. But
And a
shoot,
person
if
you
they
with
making
could
you
want more than you
smile,
want for yourself.
right? Because I be wanting people to shine more than I see myself shining. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no
I've
more dimming
always
that light.
been
Ain't no more
right. I
dimming
was
that
like, I'm
light.
always the one behind the scene and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should
Stop
stop
dimming your
being
light.
behind the scene.
That's why we go through a lot of challenges in life because we dim our light to make other people uncomfortable. I'm here to make a person uncomfortable. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Right,
I'm not dimming my light because wherever I go, I'm a shine. They gonna be gravitated towards you. They gonna gravitate towards you because you just that vibe. You just that
right.
ain't no high consciousness like you. So I tell you now, moving forward, don't never dim your life for the next person. Some ideas don't give because if a person gonna take your idea, you can see they too interested in what you're saying and taking your advice.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
no, nah, baby, not this one, not
And
this
once my
time.
brain start going, my mouth just be like, do, 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 do. You could do it like this and like that. But when it comes to myself, I'd be like, ah, I
No,
already gave that idea away, so I need to come up with something else for myself. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's because we are perfectionists. But the same advice we give other people, we need to take for ourselves. Oh, do it this way, do it this way. That's what I've been doing. I'm gonna do it this way. I told you to do it. Nobody did it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, like Nike.
That part.
And we looking for sponsorships too. We need Sheen, Nike.
You know what I'm saying? We need some cannabis sponsors with
And look, I'm telling you.
hair care. You know what I'm saying? We be doing hair up in here.
Right, right, right. And this is amazing that you have this platform and you grab people attention on a high conscious level, because everybody is not conscious. We still awakening. It's a lot of people around that's
Right.
still awakening. We've been on our journey for about 10 years now. Me, you, and our brother and our sister on here. Like, we've been on this journey, so like it's like we've been there, done that. It feel like I've been here for centuries, but I haven't been here for centuries, if you understand
Right.
what I mean.
Exactly.
So how do you
Yeah.
feel about with the soul ties? Because you could get a soul tie on having the transitional relationship where it's exchange of gifts and adult content. How do y'all feel about the soul ties? Because it's hard
soul,
to get rid of them.
soul ties can come through regular sex because sex is the ritual in itself.
Yes,
Mhm.
You know
it
what
is.
I mean? And you don't know what type of feelings or energies that people be having when they be doing whatever the hell. You know what I mean? You might have good intentions, but they may not.
Or they might be coming to give you their karmic debt, because a person can do that. Oh, I know
Right.
this
They
person high
like a time
energy and high tolerance, so I'm gonna go over here and get active with them and give them all the debt and the bad energy over
Yeah,
there, because you can
right.
transition energy through
yeah,
sexual contacts.
yeah. That's why sometimes you see some people's lives get completely destroyed after dealing with a person, and that person seemingly is doing all right. You know what I mean?
Right.
They may be even doing better.
Like, for instance, my situation, I'm dealing with somebody. They sent a video that I made with somebody I was dealing with. And I'm like, okay, I was with that person, so I'm a adult about the situation, but that could have ruined me and mine's relationship completely, you know. But I'm glad that I'm dealing with someone that is of age and that is a grown individual when it comes to certain things. Been there, done that type of situation. Like, that's not gonna kill us, as long as you don't lie to me. It's nothing to lie about. The truth will set you free. People don't understand that. Like, just be truthful
Right.
about things.
My thing, the thing I deal with when I'm in relationships and stuff like that is people think that you're gonna leave them or you may be cheating and stuff like that. So you have to make sure you're very transparent with some people, you know, and give them that what they call it, sis,
People want
let them
to
know
be
that you're not fucking around on them. You know what I'm saying? You want to give them that.
people want to be
Reassurance.
what's the word
Right,
you use? People wanted to be constantly reminded that you're still
right.
interested in them. So people
Yeah.
want that validation from their
Validation,
partners.
yes. I gotta
But
smoke because I'm losing my
And that's
thoughts.
why I was like, this high confection. I'm
But
not
in a
gonna
sense,
take it. Yeah, it's
that
high
is a sense
confection.
of trust. You know,
Make
people
sure y'all get
Right,
it.
people been in relationships before and they may have been hurt. You know what I mean? And they put that on the next person. You know what I mean? That's where trust got to get built. You know what I
Or
mean?
living in a past, because I am a
Yeah,
person that always live in my past. Like, I don't know, I always dwelled on the past, but I'm learning to let the past go and look at what's in front of me and move forward from what I dealt with in the past. I did not have good relationships. No, I do not have good pick in partners, because I didn't have some shitty partners. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have some shitty partners to where I was the only one in the household providing, but we was hustling together. Don't get me wrong, we was hustling, but it just wasn't good for us being together. You know, the situation I'm in now is awesome because it's understanding, it's communication, and it's agreement on everything that we do moving forward.
and
Like,
that's the best way to go because you're being transparent with each other, so y'all both on the same page, and when that page turn, you know what it's gonna be about.
Yes, and then to have somebody that's just like see how amazing you are, and you be like, "What is you talking about? Like, what are you seeing?" And I go face myself in the mirror, and I'm like, "Okay, I see it, but I don't see it." So it's always good to do, your mirror work, do your self talk, make sure you validate yourself because you shouldn't have to need validation from nobody else. Know your worth. It was when I was
Right.
in them relationships, I didn't know my worth. I brought so much to the table. Like to this day, anybody I was with still want to be with me. But it's just like I ain't on that. I'm with who I'm with, and I'm good. To have a couple, Bonnie and Clyde, is amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. To have somebody that's gonna ride it out with you, like man, nah, it's another way you could go about that. Don't do it like that. You moving off of anger, but that person talking you down like, nah, sit down, think before you speak. Don't just move like that or approach anybody in a matter to where they're uncomfortable.
Right. Bro, you see that? Are
Somebody in
Yeah,
the
you able to
comments,
we was trying to get
he got two of them.
Miso on the stage, but it wasn't letting me add him onto the stage.
Yeah, it says not. It said he didn't need his mic on, but
and then it's good that we getting on here talking about
he
tough
got two of them.
conversations because people don't want to break the ice with certain conversations. I can't wait till we
Right.
get on some political because I got screenshots and backups for the political. We on their head. We gonna get them reparations. I don't care. You looking to get your citizenship or authenticate your birth certificate? Inbox me because I'm in process
I
of
got
doing
some.
that now.
I got a bunch of
It's some real
information
stuff.
too. I got a bunch of information about us being indigenous. You know what I mean?
I've been
Right.
talking to our aunt
I
about
can
it, and finding out what tribe we came from, and for me to be a mixture of Blackfoot and Cherokee is amazing. Like, we got some stuff going on in our family. We need to go down south, start claiming some land,
yeah,
stuff out there in the last names.
yeah,
Somebody need to go retrieve it, and we
yeah.
gonna be the first ones to get it.
But yeah, I got a whole.
Okay, we got a question though. Hold
Go
on,
ahead.
we got a question.
I can't see the comment.
It says, "What is a way you can do shadow work to help be better in a relationship?"
Body to body contact, just laying there with your partner holding each other.
Intimacy without being intimate. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah,
different ways
without
of
being
intimacy
intimate.
without being
Eye
sexual.
gazing, eye gazing is one of them. Nature walks, because nature always give you intuitive to what's going on in a relationship. Look in the mirror and own your faults. Be honest with yourself. What you need, what you feel you need to fix. Ask your partner, what do you think we should do to fix, or what do we need to do to fix anything in our relationship? What do you feel we could work on? It's like communication really is the key to fixing a relationship, and the shadow work as well. You can also meditate. Things will come to you. Follow your intuition. You feel that gut feeling, that gut don't lie. Your gut never lies.
I feel
Right.
I feel like we all got triggers when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like we need to face them. You know what I mean? And see what we did in them. You know what I mean? To prevent that shit from happening again. You know what I mean?
I ain't facing shit. I'm running away.
I'm gonna keep
No,
it
but for
real.
real,
It's a
like
lot of
I
stuff
get
that I
real
have been
defensive
dealing
real
with that
quick.
I had to face lately. Even with bonding with my sisters, I don't want to never make them feel like they picking. Like it's just owning your faults in the relationship. What you did wrong to communicate, how you communicated that. Did you come off hostile? Did you trigger that person? What word did you use that triggered that person? Because certain words trigger people,
And we
or
know
it's
what
what you said
triggers
or how you
people
said
that's
it.
close to us. You know, we know what trigger people that's close to us. And sometimes we respond emotionally first. And then when we sit our ass down and think about it, it's like, dang.
I shouldn't have said it like
I
that,
should
or
have
I
put
could have
that
delivered it
differently,
different.
you know?
You know, a lot of these
And
triggers we have came from trauma that we had when we were young that we never even, a lot of
faced.
the times we reacting like children with some of the shit that we dealing with too. You know what I mean? So
And then to own your own faults, like to understand that person, like you know this person better than that. You could have delivered that better, or I could have said this differently, or I could have acted, differently towards certain situations, or I shouldn't have even said that to this person because I know this person gonna twist that shit. Like it's just knowing who to vent to, knowing when to vent, and knowing how to deal with the venting in general.
yeah,
You know,
and sometimes you gonna have to deal with. You might have to vent to your motherfucking self.
because everybody you can't vent to a listening ear always got a running mouth,
You
and
know
I'm learning
what?
that the hard way.
Instead of venting to yourself, maybe go and talk to the trees.
I talk to trees every day. I have three in front of my
You know what
yard.
I'm saying? Like,
Because we also got
talk
to
to the
remember,
trees, release that energy. You know
right?
what
But
I'm
face
saying?
your inner demons. Face your shit.
Yeah,
You know what you need to work on as an individual.
some,
Face
Everybody
your
know.
shit. Look yourself. I
and
look
look,
myself in the mirror and be like, you shouldn't have did that shit.
most
Or you
times
know
that
you should have
motherfucking
changed that shit. Or why you even do that shit to start all that shit.
Exactly, because we be on some shit. We be
And
bored.
I'm a
And we
Virgo.
need
Sometimes we
entertainment.
get revengeful. We know,
Right.
you
we
know,
know, we know, we
Right.
know what we do, and we know what we do. Cause I'm a
Right. We
Virgo.
can't just
I'm a
block
do it.
anymore. We need to face those things so we don't have to face them in the future.
we need to realize that that monster that's chasing us is ourselves. You know what I mean? That beast is ourselves.
And
You
the
know what I
people
mean?
that we are having encounters with are reflection of ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah, and
Ooh, when y'all
there's
say that,
opportunities to grow
Look, she
from
said,
the
when y'all
shit.
say
Yeah,
that, for real.
yeah. And if all of these motherfuckers, whether they're good or bad, is opportunities. You know what I mean? To grow from some shit. To deal with some interpersonal shit. You know what I mean?
And I learned like it's crazy because like I've been on this healing journey. I've been telling people about going vegan, about the meat, about the energy. Do y'all feel it? Do you get the migraines after you do the meditation? Like, are you feeling it? Like I've been literally going through a spiritual transition, and I'm evolving into something that is so much more beautiful because when I look back, I'm like, oh, you was just raw and uncut. You didn't give a fuck. Now I care about what I say and how I make a person feel, or if I even have good intentions to even be around you. If I feel like I ain't got them good intentions, ain't no need for me to be around because I ain't gonna do nothing but bring you down because I don't got good intentions.
right.
So why be around if you don't got good intentions?
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
that's what I be telling people. It's all about the intent you have. That is very important. Right. It's all about the input the intentions you have when you're doing any and everything. Always have good intentions. If you have bad intentions, like, we want you to keep that shit to yourself and move along. Which we know y'all not because we know misery love company. But it's all about positivity here. That's the weed talking. But that's facts. Yeah. You know, one thing I was thinking about also, like when it comes to celebrities, that's like a transactional relationship they have.
You talking about with the quote unquote fans or
Yeah.
the viewers. Yeah, that's why I don't be paying these motherfuckers no attention. You know what I mean? That's why I don't be paying motherfuckers no attention because it is a lot of that is the distraction, and a lot of that shit can put some different energy on your ass.
Yep.
Right.
That's why, like, you gotta watch what you intake too all the time, because like if you watch something and it constantly, it makes you feel some type of way, then you're better off not watching it. Like, it's okay to, have drama and, go through certain emotions, but if every single, episode is about killing, or, what I'm saying, if something that's draining to, even have to think about, like, rape, 20 seasons of a show about rape, it's like, okay, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah. I can't watch shows like that too damn much. Like,
Right.
like this is too much.
Oh, Miso, you on the stage?
Yeah, finally, hey, don't talk about my picture. And I finally was able to, finally was able to fix my shit. But yeah, man. Hey, I know this a little bit off subject, but did y'all know that they found the killer to Shanika Jenkins, right?
Who was it?
Man, it's fucked up too. Like, cause they said that the casino fucked up the video, but basically what happened was she walked into the kitchen, and the witness basically said that him and this dude named Macho, they they used to go and smoke in the kitchen down in the in that area. So they went there and they was smoking in that area. And she came in there, she was already like drunk and fucked up. And she recognized Macho, like she knew him from somewhere. So they was talking or whatever. And then I guess she told him that like, man, I'm feeling weird. Like, my like I drank something that got me feeling weird. And then he said something of the nature of like, oh, I know I got something that can make you feel better. So then he started violating her or whatever. And then she slapped him. And then the dude that was with him said she slammed her on her face. And then, he finished raping her and then he threw her in the freezer. You So that's what happened. And it was all on video. But the casino that this happened at, they like fucked up the footage. So the family couldn't sue him and shit like that.
Kanika
So
Jenkins.
yeah, Kanika Jenkins. Yeah, I think it's Shanika, but yeah, like yeah, this happened to her. So it just came out that that was the story, and I was like, yeah, when I heard that, I was like, damn, that shit
Mm,
fucked up.
the video low key looked at altered. You know what I mean? Like they cut some shit out of it.
But they caught the nigga and shit, so at least justice can be served. But the family need to sue the hell out of that motherfucking casino nigga.
Yeah,
They
And
My
need to
thing
that
is,
do
made it
why
that.
did
worse.
they lie about what truly happened when the footage was going to eventually come out? And then my thing is, this is why when my children go out to parties, it's a buddy system. Nobody is walking by themselves. Y'all always in a pack because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, but this is a nigga she knew. Like he worked at the casino and shit, but she knew him outside of that place. And he still did
Mm.
that to her. Like, you know what I mean? She was telling him, like, man, I feel weird. So she was confiding in him that something was off with her,
Yeah,
thinking that he would help her, but he took advantage of that shit.
he probably figured he could get away with the shit.
Yeah, it's
Right,
also
he
and
like,
knows he did
that's
for
why you have to know
years.
your
Well, he
circle
low-key did for a
also.
little bit. He
I mean,
low-key
yeah,
You have
did.
to know your circle because it's a lot of friends in groups and other friends in that group is coming up unalive. How?
Hmm. That's the
If
problem,
we're
because
all friends.
sometimes people use that friend word too dang loosely. Just because I
Yes,
know
they do.
you does not mean that I can trust you with more than just hi and bye sometimes.
Right.
yeah, I got robbed by somebody I knew. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that was like, and it was a close relation. So
Most
it
rob
was like,
rob
yeah,
stuff be like that. Most of the time when people get robbed, it's usually from somebody they know. It's rare that it be like
A
just
random.
somebody. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, because the nigga got to know what you have and know your patterns. Like, you know
Well,
what I mean? So they can catch you slipping.
bring it back on that subject. Did y'all hear about T Grizzly?
Yeah, that nigga lame for that. He killed his auntie. And the reason I heard he did it was because, she helped him. She was
Yeah,
like his manager and he didn't
yeah,
want to pay her. He owed her 30%.
and he was signed to
You
it.
sure it ain't no sacrifice situation? Illuminati.
Oh, it
Right. I
definitely
think
could
it's
be that.
all different stories because I heard that she wasn't she was his auntie through marriage or something like that, and they was like low key hooking up, and she was pregnant.
Well,
I
we gonna
mean,
have to dig
Who got
deeper
the
on
real
that subject and
story?
bring it back to the panel because I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
yeah,
Exactly.
that
That's what I
yeah.
was saying.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Like I thought it was all financial, but that could be something like you never know. People do the strangest things.
And then
Exactly.
y'all gotta understand with this, with the music industry, spells are real. Like they really got people out there that could put spells and have people doing things that
Yeah,
they ain't supposed to be doing. If you
yeah,
look at the performances, like I really wanted to try to go to a Beyonce performance because they say all these transitionings be happening just to catch it for myself because I want to see. Like, let me see what y'all got going on. And I'm dealing with a lot of people that's in the industry now. That's why I'm like, I be hearing some stories and I'll be like, damn,
yeah.
I
make
A
me
mean,
lot of
but
these,
it's
suggest it. Do you want to, be rich and famous or what?
it's the same stories. Like I mean, it's the same shit that happened on in real the regular life. It's women who fuck their boss to get a job. Like you know what I mean. So of course it's gonna happen in the music industry. It's millions on the table. Like if I could go and drop some, D on a woman to get access to $1 million, you think I wouldn't do it? Shit, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Not with no nigga. I ain't gay. But
Right.
if it's a golden girl, nigga,
No
she getting hit.
Diddy, no Diddy.
Like I'm just saying,
girl.
man,
And
shit.
then how y'all feel about the Diddy situation? Like,
He
We
was
know it.
dating
We
that
said it
woman.
in the beginning when we did that first video. We said this was gonna happen, and it happened.
Like my whole thing is like, what I heard was Diddy wasn't able to satisfy her. He was a little shrimp dick, something like that.
he
So,
got too
they
much money. He could
basically,
have extended. He got too much
yeah,
money. I don't believe that. I feel like people was in desperate situations for money, and he had the access to money to grant them what they needed at the time of their desperation. And my
yeah.
thing is, you can't use your desperation against that man when you got broke off for something that you needed from him.
You know what I heard? They said fair exchange ain't robbery.
It's not.
I mean, but I was under the
Is that a
impression that
transactional relationship? So Diddy and
Facts.
Homegirl had a transactional relationship?
Facts.
yeah,
You got to
yeah.
think everything in the music industry is transactional because you got to give something to get something. You got to produce that music. You got to do that photo shoot. You got to do that video shoot.
Nah, but
Right.
you're right. But think about it. Why the hell would he, if he could satisfy her, why would he get somebody else to come in and do that and
Because
him watch?
people just freaky. Let's be honest.
But she was initiating a lot of that. I'm just saying that she wanted them niggas to come in and do what they did. Like she
But
wasn't being raped. Like, you know what
You
I
but
never
mean?
know why she had them come in. Probably had them come in to
but
be witness to the abuse.
the
You never
the
know.
case he just
Yeah,
got
because he
tried
was
in
abusive.
Heat was ain't the what y'all talking about though. Y'all talking about the Cassie situation, but the shit that he was tried for ain't that. You know what I mean?
Right,
That's
right. It
the
was
shit.
trial for
That's
something
the shit
totally
that
different.
he paid off. You know what I mean?
Right, but I think that was just humiliation for him,
And
a
you
Yeah.
know they
form
got the
of it.
But
humiliation
I feel
rituals.
like I feel
Right.
like we acting like that means that there's no innocent motherfuckers that was hurt in this whole
No,
how
we're
was
not
it
saying
just
that.
1 year tenure? You know what I mean?
People was traumatized.
Yeah, people traumatized, and I feel like that's one of the ways to shut his ass up because if they take his ass down, there's gonna be a lot of more other people coming down too. There's
This
a
is
few
my
That's
different
why they
ways
didn't
question.
you can
take
look
him
at
down.
that.
This is my question.
That don't
How
mean
can we
that
be
he innocent.
traumatized if you keep on recurring and going back to these events? It can't be of trauma if you keep on having accessibility or giving your access to these type of events that he
Some people
hosted.
is trapped. Some people be trapped for a while.
Oh,
You
they
know what
say
I
they
Man,
mean?
trauma
That's why
bonding.
one of the charges was trafficking.
I
You know
mean,
what
man, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this. He was dating her. They was in a full blown
I mean? And
relationship.
then
He
again,
was abusive.
you're talking
You know
about
what I
things
mean?
that
They
I'm
was
not
on
talking about.
drugs.
He
She
paid
called a
that
lot
off.
of
I'm
these
not even
people.
talking about that. That shit didn't really even go
But you
in.
know what? But at the end of the day, she got her $30 million and
That
she
ain't
out
what
of the
we're talking
relationship.
about, though.
She
We ain't
got the
talking about
30 mil because they have videotapes of him putting his feet and dragging her through that hallway.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
I mean,
only
she got
reason
No,
paid.
he
he got
got
the
that
she got
money
the
is
30.
he.
No, he got the 30. She got the 30 mil before that.
Oh
That
yeah,
shit
before the
came
tape
out.
came out.
That shit came out months after she already got paid off. You got to remember, once the shit first popped off, she got paid off within like a day or two.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
because he
we didn't
Then
knew.
really
all this
know
other
what
shit
for
came off
what
when other
until
people
later
started
on.
saying that he was doing some shit. So the shit that he just got tried for, that he just beat, wasn't for that Cassie shit. It was for some
It
other
was for
shit.
the other
It
ones
was for
that did not get
trafficking.
paid out.
No, but
Yeah,
it was for other shit in general. There was a bunch of different charges. It's
yeah,
just
they
like
had that fucking
Bill
trafficking,
Cosby
arsony.
got hit. Like a million motherfuckers came charging him with some similar
I
shit.
know y'all heard about that one rapper, his mama and his cousin did all that trafficking, and they in court for that.
I get
Nah,
who's
I
scared.
don't know who did that. Oh, you talk about Sean Kingston? Him and
No,
his
not
mama.
Sean Kingston. This dude got dreads. I don't know.
Ti.
It's
Nah,
a lot
he
of niggas that be selling drugs and getting caught up.
It's a
So
young cat. I forget. I
Oh,
got to do
really?
some research. I looked up the name and stuff. It
My
was a
thing
click.
is, come on. Of course, they gonna give everybody trafficking because you can't go over. I mean, like
Oh
if
state
they're
no, they
line.
got
doing, they're
Rico.
getting
They
paid
got
to do things,
Rico
so it's gonna be
for
trafficking
trafficking.
and RICO and drug trafficking because most motherfuckers smoke weed and they're crossing state lines with drugs. They're gonna get trafficking.
Yeah, and like with the whole thing with Diddy, he got charged for transporting a prostitute. That's what he got charged with at the end of the day. Those was one of the charges. He didn't get charged for trafficking, and he didn't get charged
Man,
for
I
racketeering.
would have
He
been
didn't get
like,
So
charged for that
I would
Cassie
have been
shit
like,
either.
she was out there in the cold, and I
He
gave that
wasn't
hoe a
charged for that
ride.
shit.
What you
He paid
mean?
that.
I mean, because he was bringing the prostitute to sleep with
He
with
paid that
with
shit.
Cassie.
Y'all act like these motherfuckers ain't got money to control situations, to
I'm
pay y'all cops and
confused
do all this other
because
shit. The nigga was an
all
informant.
the money,
First off, he was gonna get the
all
fuck
the
off
money
anyway.
that Diddy has, why is he physically going to pick up someone?
Because that nigga don't want nigga. Well, I don't. Nah, a lot of the time, nigga got they self there. Like the nigga got they self to
He
the
ain't get any
hotel.
jail time.
Hmm. Yeah, he already been in jail for 2 years.
Time served.
But my thing is, it shouldn't have been credit for time served. Y'all left Bill Cosby up in there.
Right. They should pay
R.
Bill Cosby
Kelly's
because
still
at
up
the
in there, and
they
now I know.
redacted that.
Okay, so if R. Kelly in there for what he been committed for, and he dealt with Diddy, why he still ain't up in there with R. Kelly?
Because R.
Shit,
Kelly got
them
video
parents
proof
need
of
to
him
be up
having
in there
sex with
with
a
R.
minor
Kelly.
2 times.
Them parents need to be up in jail with R. Kelly too.
Nigga,
Look,
R.
when
Kelly
R
wasn't no
they ain't
That
on
informant.
the
nigga was
video
Diddy
with
is
him.
chilling
an
in jail.
FBI informant. He got ties to a bunch of
Hey,
motherfuckers.
hey,
You know what
sis,
I mean? That
if the
is
parents
R.
was on
Kelly
that
don't got the
video with
same
R.
motherfucking
Kelly,
ties.
they would be in
He don't
jail
got
with
the
him.
same ties as no
But
Diddy.
my thing is, you gave your child consent, so you put your kids in child. You
Nah,
put
nah, I don't think they
basically it's
gave him
child endangerment on the parent. The
I
parent
feel
should
like
get
this:
something as
if
well
the
because you
parents,
brought
Justice,
your
you can
kids
pay
in
for
an adult
justice, nigga. That's
environment
what it
and
is.
left them
right,
unsupervised with a bunch of adults y'all don't really even know. They just artists. Y'all don't know them. So if
Yeah,
you feel
right,
comfortable enough to leave your child with an artist and not be supervising your underage child with these grown people, then you ought to get charged too because you
let's
brought your
just be
kid and you leave
100.
your kid there.
Let's just be 100 and say what it really is. These parents are struggling in poverty,
Selling
probably,
them kids.
and they want to. If they got money for their kids going to be with these artists and stuff like that, they need to go to jail for trafficking
no,
Yeah,
but
they
let's be
their
selling their
honest
own
about
kids.
this for real.
kids.
That's
These
what it
people
is. They
knew
selling their
R.
kids.
Kelly. The lady star was a singer. This was her niece. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about Aaliyah.
You
Aaliyah,
talking
her
about
family
Sparkle.
is her musical family. Her
You
uncles
talking
and
about
stuff is in the
Sparkle.
business. You know what I mean? So these people knew R. Kelly, and R. Kelly knew the people. He took advantage of the people, made them feel a false sense of comfort, and he
Yeah.
took advantage of them children. Like, you know what I mean? Some of these people didn't know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just be honest.
Transactional
So
What
they
about the
should
ones
did
relationship
not have
afterwards?
with
proof, but for the
emotional
people that have
manipulation.
known,
Yeah,
they should have stepped up right then and there. Like this shit ain't right. I'm calling the people on you. Why didn't you call reinforcements?
because
But it
this nigga
goes.
R. Kelly called and was like, "Nigga, I got 50,000. Shut the fuck up."
And
Let me
that's
come
when you
drop that on
decide
you.
that there ain't enough money to shut me the
Okay.
hell up.
And
Okay.
then,
So y'all
but he
saying
keep
that
giving
right?
you that.
Y'all
He keep
y'all
giving you
saying
it
that
until he
right?
can't.
Then you got to talk about the
So
motherfuckers on the
so
bus with him and Aaliyah.
so
You
so
talking
let's
about
talk
them
about
niggas
He
Jay
paid
Z
too?
them.
then. Let's talk
What
about Jay Z then.
Jay
What
Z
about
ain't
him and
did
R.
shit. What the
Kelly?
fuck is going on with Jay Z? Jay Z ain't
Jay
did
Z said
nothing.
he ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Don't involve him.
He already beat the shit. He already
What
he
he
damn
say?
near
I
sued the
ain't
person
seen
that blamed him.
nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
And I'm gonna
He
sue
ain't
you.
in it. He said I got my own studio. He was at home.
Don't connect me to Robert. Who the fuck is Robert? Robert Kelly? Who?
Be like, I don't know nothing.
Man, and it be sad because like I feel bad for the victims. Yes, I do because it's not funny to me because I have
Right? It's
girls.
really not.
My thing is, if you was partaking in that, hold yourself accountable for what you was doing in there. Why are you in there under the influence, underage drinking, doing drugs, or whatever they was partaking in?
Because they won't they a lot of these women in Vegas above 16 is consent. So a woman go up in a place with a man that's over 21, she drinking and doing all this stuff, she gonna give she giving him consent in a lot of ways with the body. Like with just it's not gonna go the way that you think it is in court. Like you know what I mean? It's just not. A lot of these situations. I know a lot of people who ended up getting a girl that's underage, 16, 17 years old, pregnant. You know, and they 20, 21, 22. It don't go the way you think it does. They got consent.
Right. And a lot of
These
these
kids
same
ain't kids.
girls are setting those dudes up to get unalive because of how they being treated.
Okay, so I got a question. What is that? What is a good age? Because even
18 years
that is
old.
still with people being grown. I might be okay. I'm pushing 40, but I might be talking to somebody that's pushing 50 or 60. Is that? Would y'all feel some type of way about that? I
No, because
mean,
at
No,
that
it's
point,
different.
you've lived enough to where, even though it's technically in age, y'all different, but y'all still in the same age group.
Yeah.
I think it's not. I think that's old as a motherfucker for somebody that's in their 30s. And I think you're gonna get less of a life later on because the main thing about it is they want somebody that can take care of them when they get old. You're gonna be young still, and then you're gonna be forced to take care of this older man who may or may not want to take care of you, who may or may not treat you right. It's all about how they treat you at the end of the day. Age, because I ain't look. I was just in a relationship with somebody who had a sickness that would make me have to go out of my way to do things to be with them. I tried to do it, but was it appreciated? And then at a point people become entitled. So it's like, nah, I want to be with somebody that I don't have to go and do all this extra stuff with. Like, if it's a part of it and I love you, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But like, man, don't make me feel entitled to it. And I'm not a bad person if I don't want to do it. If you sick and I
Right.
gotta
Be
do all of this stuff to
appreciative.
change my life to be with you, I'm not bad for not wanting to do that.
Right. They
because
need to
at the
be
end of the day, y'all may
appreciative.
not be compatible, or you may not want to be the person that is the caregiver in the situation, because at the end of the day, that's not your responsibility. You came in and you found out, and this is something that you don't might not sit well with you, or something that you might not want to endure in the long run. So you chose to, nah, this is not for me. I fuck with you, but I gotta fuck
I
with
don't.
myself first. I know what I
Man,
want out of life. I get it.
Man, you know how many people dated somebody who had a mental issue later on in life end up being killed by this person? I know you love them, but shit, love yourself. I
Don't
love
be saying
myself
that,
more.
Mr.
You not
Mills.
to kill me. You not killing me. You know what I
Don't
mean?
be saying
Right.
that, Mr.
Because you
Mills.
don't, you just don't know. You just don't know when an
And odds
episode
are,
is going to come.
and we see it on Dateline all the time. We see it all the fucking
Exactly.
time. Niggas getting killed. The motherfucker crazy. Oh, what he gonna do? He gonna go to jail. Oh, I plead insanity. Motherfucker, you going to prison, nigga. I want you to under the motherfucker.
Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like right now, I'm going over a case where a guy killed 8 people.
Man,
He unalived eight
And I
people.
mean, y'all could go look it up. It happened in Mississippi. I'm gonna just give y'all that.
Oh, the hometown.
And
The hometown.
yeah,
Oh,
so
snap.
my thing is my with me doing my research, I'm trying to figure out what clicked. What clicked? What made you do it? Why was you doing it? Because it was two kids killed and the rest was adults and
Well,
a deputy, like
well, I'm
a
gonna tell you
sheriff.
this. It's a documentary where they talking to death row inmates, right? And they
Hmm.
talking to the ones that's getting ready to get killed, and they asking them, "Man, why did you kill all these people?" And and they give you the answers. 90% of it is they crazy. Like it ain't no logic behind it. Like these are people who are demonic. Like
Yeah.
on this planet we got
But
gods and
okay, okay,
demons.
can it be a person that's demonic or can it be a person that's just fed up?
Demonic because in the Bible it says people you can get the spirit good, you can get possessed by the demon, or you can get possessed by God. Like
Yeah.
people, it's them spirits come
We all
through, they
vessels.
use you.
We all vessels. What energy do we let
Right, but
influence us?
when it comes to
There's a lot coming in
unaliving,
right now.
when it comes to unaliving people, it's wrong.
A lot of motherfuckers crashing out right now.
Yeah, this
It's
person
not wrong.
unalive
A lot
eight
of people
people.
can't handle the energy that's on the planet right now, so
They need to
yeah,
handle
they're
themselves.
crashing out.
No, it's not wrong when you protecting yourself. It's like I said, you gotta love yourself to the point to where if somebody come try to fuck with me, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to survive. You try to take my life, it's a fight to the death. Period. That's just how it is. I love myself. I like you. You cool, but you're not gonna kill me. Period. So it's like that's just how that gotta be. But
But you don't think that people have situations to where they're so fed up that they snap?
yeah, they fed up
They
and they
need to
snap,
deal
but
with
it's a
themselves.
spirit that possess them when they snap.
Look,
Like
they
because
Right.
need to deal with themselves. They ain't
I
got no
wanna I
excuse for
wanna
snapping.
remind everybody to use the unalive when we're let's use
Or live,
unalive
I know.
instead of that other word.
all right, yeah, that's a better word. I mean, cause think
Yeah.
about this, like when people go out and unalive people in a fit of rage, they're not in control of themselves. 90% of the time, when they're done with it, they regret it. Like I can see if you don't regret it. It's I know some people who done some stuff that they don't regret. Why? Because this person was inflicting so much harm on them that they had to protect themselves. And that's not considered murder. I mean, that's not considered, yeah, murder. I have to say that because unaliving somebody and murdering them is two different things. Like it's a different thing. Murder is you planned it, it's plotted out. You know what I mean? Unaliving somebody, you could accidentally did that. Like that could be manslaughter. You know what I mean? It could be something that's accidental. So it's like when you plan to do these things, it's a different thing. Accident, a totally different case. Self defense, you can't blame somebody for defending themselves. You
When
know
you
what I
said
mean?
when you said
Okay, so y'all seen that last clip? It's going around everywhere. The guy that got pulled over by the officers
Yes.
and
And
they busted his
he
window
didn't do
and dragged
nothing
him out the
wrong.
car.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
I feel like they
I
should be
Typical.
mean,
fired.
it is white supremacy, and I mean, there's no other way to say it. White supremacy, and the police is being trained wrong on how to handle indigenous people. Period. Point blank. We have rights to travel. He had rights to travel. He gave his license. He did not do nothing wrong. You're pulling him over for 10, and you did all that for what?
Right.
Give him his ticket, let the nigga pay it, and send him on his way. Sign it,
And
send
my
Exactly.
him on his
thing
way.
is like, it's the entitlement for the police that y'all feel like y'all have the right to control other people when y'all really need to do an inner scope within. They really need to do a psychological test on the police nowadays because these people be undercover KKKs because KKK is still alive.
Yes, they
I
I
don't
infiltrated
know
a
know.
why
lot of
everybody
urgency.
thought, and then they thought they dismantled the Black Panther. No, sometimes you got to move in silence to evolve. You can't just be out there like that when we the main targets. Our skin is the main targets of police brutality, injustice, being unrightfully treated. The system is made for us to fail, and then we're not even on a system of our own. We should be on a universal system, and they got us on like as if we're a product or
Test subjects.
Yeah.
they
And
got black
they
people
taking
labeled under the meat category. Real timing. Y'all can research it yourself.
yeah, they taking the lead from the head person in charge. And he's given a lot of policies that definitely is not in the black folks benefit. So that's just what's going on. They following the leader. Monkey see, monkey do.
Look, none of this has been in our benefit, brother. No matter who the fuck is in office, none of that shit been in our benefit.
But
We need
shit,
to
some of
worry
this shit is
about
way
everybody
out
else.
of the benefit.
But
Man, I'm
my
gonna be
thing
honest, I don't even
is,
be
in
paying
order
attention
to
to
make a
none of that shit.
change, that we have to teach everybody the right steps in order to make that change to get some kind of power over what we so claim is ours. If we cannot come together as a whole or a demographic, because that's what it's all about. Stop classifying yourself as black. You are indigenous. If we start doing the classification rights and stand together and start pulling together and support our own, we could get somewhere. But people are asleep.
Yeah, it just start
Yeah.
with
What
self,
they
you
say,
know.
wake up.
Well, everybody that got this ain't for us on this side. You feel me?
Yeah,
So use your discretion on who you letting in your tribe.
I mean, you got to think
They
about it.
will
White
show
niggas,
themselves.
I don't blame niggas because white niggas got the money. So a lot of niggas they gonna follow what's dangling on that rope. They gonna follow that dollar that's dangling on that rope.
uh-huh.
They gonna
So
do
you
that.
basically
So
saying
We are casualties of
they're gonna
war,
be
basically.
funding them,
yeah,
and they just
that's
gonna
why they
be
do it.
the black people just gonna be the face.
Yeah, like so if you look at all the rich people, those are the people that's actually doing the damage against a lot of us. Some of them not. Some of them giving good messages and shit like that. But a lot of them is the ones selling us the fuck out. They going to the prison and getting that money so they can promote certain shit. You know what I mean? They doing that shit. It's just like they said when Future was promoting Percocets and shit like that. He had a deal with Percocets. He never took the shit. You know what I mean? But he promoted it because they paid the nigga. Hey, nigga, put this in the song, and nigga, I got 10 million for you. Who wouldn't do that? He came from nothing. You know what I mean? So I can't blame him. So it's like niggas who come from nothing, they gonna jump at that money because we need it.
You know,
You know what I mean?
I don't give no excuses to no nigga for doing dirt to those to their people. You know what I mean? The only thing I'll say is niggas just need to focus on self and grow. You know what I mean? If niggas ain't fucking with each other, then niggas just need to focus on self and stop doing all that bullshit. You know what I mean? And then we'll get it together eventually, nigga.
And
But
to
Well,
grow is to start within. So
yeah,
if we want to make changes, we got to make changes within our own, and that's why it starts at home. Like at the end of the day, it's a lot of brown people or indigenous people getting killed, getting unalived, and dealing with so much discrimination. Like I worked in housekeeping, I dealt with discrimination every day I went to work. They did not like me. I was a threat to them.
mm,
But my thing is the whole concept of the story of indigenous people is they know who we are, but we don't know who we are. Know who you are and walk in it.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what we gotta do.
They
But at the
scared.
same
Even
time,
overseas, when you go overseas, you should see how people worship our
I
skin.
mean, but think about it. We our own biggest enemy. I hate to be the person that say this, but think
nigga, you
about
been
it.
saying
Like,
that all night, low key.
yeah, I hate to be the nigga that say this, but
It's the
like
truth.
black niggas are our own biggest enemy. Like, because we allow white people to come into our community. We allow these people to come into our community and disrespect us. And niggas is homemade, so they not standing on nothing.
Yeah,
They standing on that dollar. So that's just what it
I
is.
really feel like people have white supremacy fear because they got
Inferiority.
jail, prison, locking you away,
they see
hurting the
them as
family.
God and
People are
Jesus.
really like mentally unable to grasp the concept of standing up because of all the unalivings and stuff going on. Just like the big oak tree, they keep on saying that's not the tree that they unalive people, but it is a tree that they really was out there unaliving people.
But you know what? That's why I respect Tupac because who did he shoot? He shot two cops that was doing some dumb shit that was actually attacking another nigga. But like, you know, the easiest target for a nigga to shoot is another nigga. They are scared of a white nigga, but they'll shoot another nigga.
Yeah.
If you
That should
go
always
into
baffle me.
Tupac background and heritage, his mom was a Black Panther. They had a target on their head because they was trying to keep their indigenous rights. Like low key, Tupac and his mom them had indigenous rights. They was not basically under the corporation of America.
Mm,
And if y'all,
yeah,
I got the book here if y'all want to read it.
yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that.
Like
That nigga Tupac
Tupac
was
was
cold.
on another venture. Yeah, he was a thugged out because let's keep it real. We royalty. That's why we wear the gold. That's why we walk with our. That's how we got our demeanor. Like we royalty and we meant to be royal. So why act less than? And that's how he act. He treated them like peasants that they were, and they tried to off that man, like really unalive him and do certain things. Like I really feel like Vegas is a place where you can fake your death. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
put that out there and just leave it like that.
yeah. He had a transactional game with the relationship with the community because he did a lot of good, you know, with his music, and he put a lot of money back into it. You know, so that was a like these artists they gotta start having transactional relationships with the community that's buying their music. You know, you got to put some of that money back into the kids in these areas because they following your lead, and a lot of them is getting led to prison.
All they do
You
is
know what I
come
mean?
and lead them astray. You know what I
Y'all
mean?
Yeah,
think Tupac's still alive? Is the question.
yeah. I should hope now. They said that he looked at like they said that his fingers got shot off. Like they said that he would have been. They
Them
had
niggas
to let him go because he was in bad condition.
Yeah, I hear people that did release footage of somewhat that somebody that looks like the
Yeah,
infamous
I mean,
cop.
Asada Akor escaped. Asada Shakur escaped, so he could.
And that lady is powerful. They really tried to stagnate that lady, but she got some good stuff going on. Y'all need to grab her book. I got
Yeah,
it in a room. That book is a good book. It tells about the history of how she won a case with the FBI. Like she beat them. They was
yeah.
coming for her and her
Then she had to
family,
leave.
and she got it's proof in the book. Like, pick up a book and read. I'm
Man,
telling
did y'all hear that they released the Dr. King files after the family said they didn't want it released?
yeah.
you,
Well,
lawsuit. That's all I can say. Sue
No,
they
but they
ass.
they can't do nothing. And then at the same time, they released that file, but they didn't want to release the Epstein files.
They need to release those. People need to know.
I mean, we already know Trump in them. They just said he was in them.
Trump was on the island. They got him pictures beyond like,
look,
all them.
look,
Everybody
all of
went.
them
You gotta think
motherfuckers
if
in them.
you're rich, you don't know what contracts that made them go to that island. Let's be honest.
Look, that's just a higher level of the Diddy shit. You know what
Hey,
I mean?
but
A
honestly,
higher
let's ask
form of
this
the Diddy
question. Bro, can you answer this question? Look, what's this?
Jap, you mute. You on
Even
mute.
if
We
they
can't hear you.
know, even if they know that he's on the list, even if they know anybody is on the list,
They
what
ain't
are
gonna
they
do
gonna
shit.
do?
They ain't
They
gonna do
can't
shit.
do nothing.
They ain't gonna part. They ain't gonna do shit.
They
Like they
can't do
never
Right,
nothing.
because
can.
they all on the list.
Yeah, all of them niggas involved with that shit.
It's like nigga, hey, shut that list up.
They'll have
They
to
trying to
cut
shut that
down.
shit down so
They'll have
quick.
to shut down
They want to
America if
shut the
they
list down
ever left
because
that
it'll
shit.
be a lot of people incriminated for things, child pornography, all kinds of things. So my
100.
thing is, you got to think the rich gonna stick with the rich. They're not for none of that. They gonna all go into alliance to make an agreement. Y'all drop that. It's war.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they ain't gonna be able to take them out of their position. They still gonna wake up tomorrow in
Look,
their job
look, these
and not be in
motherfuckers.
prison.
Look, the world is coming anew. These motherfuckers gonna be fighting tooth and nail at the motherfucking end, but the same shit gonna happen that it's supposed to happen. They ain't gonna be here too much longer, nigga.
Yeah. Whatever happened with that? Yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. I ain't trying to bring it off the subject.
Yeah,
No, because
but
it's
it
all
all
tied
has something to
into
do with
transactional relationships.
Mm.
you don't know why them people sticking together. You don't know why certain people. They name so many different people. I'm like, I was low key kind of shocked because I'm like, these people be around kids. These people be around
All of
kids.
them. That's
It
the
is.
point.
I worked
That's
in the
the point.
hotels. I know it's underground
Look,
tunnels
do you
and
know that
all that.
Mm.
CPS had a child trafficking ring?
Mm.
CPS,
Who?
CPS. They was
I mean,
under
I know it's gonna be
this
people taking
last year.
advantage.
I'm gonna tell you, it was a few hotels that was involved in that trafficking case
They said they
due
named
to
a bunch of the
the
motherfuckers.
underground tunnels.
They named a bunch of the
Yeah,
motherfucking hotels and theme parks. You know what I mean? All of these
but
places is going motherfucking connected. You
I
know,
mean, and then on top of that, it's a lot of children that go missing in these hotels that end up in a sex trafficking ring. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and
So
schools
And
too.
then they
They're connected.
basically make it seem like certain commercials and things is advertisement for the trafficking. If you guys do your
it
research
is.
on it, like they got it to where Balenciaga is
Mm.
got a
Yeah,
brochure basically of what dressing kids up, putting them out there in catalogs and stuff, and it could be harmful for
and they use
It's
kids for
very
adrenochrome.
pedophilic.
Y'all know what adrenochrome is, right?
hmm
You know what I mean? They use kids for that shit. You know what I mean? And that shit's deep. It's some shit that they make. They call it the golden. It's some golden substance that they be taking and
If
shit.
you guys,
Made of adrenochrome and all that shit.
they put it right there in the movie. What is it?
Monsters
The
Inc.
one, yeah, Monsters Inc. That's literally what the whole movie is about.
Yeah.
And they knew it's real.
Yeah, all of it's
And
real,
then
and it's the
you
underground.
gotta think every movie that Disney put out, it has a hidden message in it. Just like
Yeah.
Moana, the sleeping giants
And
waking up, and
it,
Soul about souls, how the souls
yeah.
drop down into the vessel, and it's a repeated cycle because they don't want to let go of the indigenous people, and you're here
Yeah.
to be awakening, and it's
Hey,
so many more
Right.
to
hey,
it.
look, if you believe in magic, yeah, all that shit, they
Right.
tell you shit. And them motherfucker Disney got them tunnels up under them motherfuckers too.
I mean, shit. Look at what Drake did. He came in, used black music, and then
Kendrick
went
killed Drake.
overseas
Put
and
on for
said
the West
niggas ain't
Coast.
shit. Yeah, Kendrick killed her. Yeah,
Yeah,
Drake did his thing.
he got the West Coast on fire
Yeah,
Right.
right now.
yeah,
Kendrick did
yeah.
his thing, and I salute you, my boy. You
Man, but
got
these
the
old school
you got the
rappers,
Bloods and the Crips to come together, unite to put the guns down. I salute you, my brother. We gonna do that
hey,
out here in Vegas. Be looking out for the documentary, for
hey,
real.
but that's the thing about gangs. Like my thing is this. Like I always felt like this too. If you ain't from the motherfucking street that they from, you better bang it differently. You better wear that shit differently because it's not the same shit. And them niggas don't look at you the same. Like you know what I mean? So cause them niggas be coming out here trying to big body niggas. They don't look at you the same. It's like y'all different gangs. You gotta keep y'all shit separate. Like nigga, stop kissing these niggas asses. The motherland, fuck the motherland. Like nigga, them niggas at the motherland don't fuck with you, nigga. Honestly, you paying them niggas. It's all about payment. You pay your respect, and it's good.
Right. And
Yeah,
people are
I'm just
paying
not a
their
nigga that
way
stands in that.
in. Money is buying people into certain things, and people need to figure out what they really are, where they really from, and rock with it.
Nigga, if you really a black man, nigga, then unite and don't kill another black man. You know, you killing a black man for shit white people own. Nigga, you don't own your block, nigga. That's a white nigga block, nigga. You paying taxes to a white man to live there, nigga. Every year, nigga. You
You
paying
gotta
taxes for
think
your
some
trash
people
to get
feel
picked
like
up.
that
Hey, look,
indigenous stuff is embedded in them, so they feel like that's their land. But my thing is, if you are in a gang and you do have kids around, be a positive outlook for them. Redirect them. Like
Nah,
people
but you
don't
know what?
redirect kids now.
You know what, Nani? This is what it is. Niggas get to a certain age, I'm gonna be honest. Niggas is bitter. They know they ain't did shit with their life. They know they wasted their life, and they want niggas following them down that
Yeah,
road. Nigga, nigga. If I'm the biggest nigga in this pile of shit, then you, nigga, I'm the king of this shit. Then, nigga, I'm the king of this little ass hill,
and it
nigga.
feels like a lot of these niggas also is scratching and clawing for respect from whatever 'cause they ain't like you said they ain't did shit, so they want people to respect them for being hard or being a gang member. I don't
Being
respect you for
being
that.
untalented, nigga.
I
I
do
don't
not respect
respect no
you for that.
lame nigga
There's
that
nothing
gotta
wrong
steal
with
from
it.
somebody.
You might be the
Like,
type
nigga,
of nigga that needs to stand behind a whole bunch of niggas to say some shit to feel some type of way
hey, bro,
to
look
feel
at this.
protected.
Look. And this is no disrespect because this is no disrespect. I respect father figures that a worker double. That's why I respect you, bro. You a worker double. You know what I mean? You ain't tripping about doing what you got to do to take care of your family. Niggas won't even get off the couch, and then they begging they bitch for every cent that they get.
Yeah,
And then you know what I mean? Niggas ain't got
they
it ain't
compete.
man no more. Niggas ain't
Niggas is
real man.
competing with women. Niggas is competing with women, complaining about what a woman should do. You want her to go to work. You want her to cook for your ass. You want her to
You wanted to come
do
home
this
and
and
fuck
all
on
that.
you on top of doing all this shit, nigga.
Like
Nigga,
you the
do the
prize.
dishes.
You
Yo,
ain't the
nigga, matter of
prize.
fact, go wash your ass, nigga.
Hey,
Niggas
look.
wearing drawers for 3 days straight. Nigga, go wash your
Yeah,
But you
drawers,
do
nigga.
have some women
I
that's
hear an
out there
echo, you
like treat
guys. Do you
men.
hear an
You do
echo?
have a lot of
Oh, let
women
me turn
that's
my
out
mic down.
there.
Let me do me.
You do have a lot of women out there treat men like crap. I feel like
Why
it
though? But
comes
why?
from the upbringing that you come from on how you treat somebody
Hey,
that
look.
you're with. Ain't no way. Y'all my brothers. Y'all know how I treat
Hey,
y'all.
look. But
Yeah,
look.
you
Period,
treat
point
nigga.
blank.
You
We
I'm
treat.
not
grew up.
gonna treat y'all less than the kings y'all
Yeah,
are.
you are
When,
Period.
good.
when I grew up, I
My
seen a
sister
lot of
treat
niggas.
man good.
Look, I feel like they passed the buck. Women, like it's a cycle. You know what I mean? Women got treated terribly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't that long. Like niggas just acting like women being like this is just like the last 10 years the transition. You know what I mean? To where women been acting more and more like this. But it wasn't always like that. It's more so like that. Like I don't remember the type of women that I see now. I didn't see them growing up. That's probably
Same
me.
Yeah,
body ass bitches.
But
but look, let's be
Right.
honest. Look.
it's
This is
payback,
the
nigga.
history of it, bro. This is the history. Like, okay, all most niggas originate from the South, right? So we came from slavery. In slavery, they separated the woman and the man. You know what I mean? They separated that shit. And on top of that, we had sex farms. So it was already women getting like ran
Right.
through and hold out. So that's one thing. Another thing is the man, they always took out their anger on the woman because they never had control of the black woman. They never had control of her because she was in control of by the white master. The white master can come in and do whatever he wanted to his woman. The black man never had control. So he take his anger out on the black woman. I think it's psychological.
Facts. But my thing is that's where we come in and change the narrative of that not having a two-parent household, not having the man lead. In my
Yeah,
relationship,
support
my
our
man
men
leads,
more.
I follow, but I assist as well. No, baby, don't do that. I won't do that if I was you, or let's do it like this. This other way, just to
But you
assist
gotta
so
be
we
able
can
to
make sure that
follow a
kingdom is
leader.
executed or that plan is executed.
Yeah, but you can't follow somebody to off a cliff. Like a lot of people, a lot of these men have terrible plans. And it needs to be a leader that's a woman that they can in a relationship, you gotta be able to follow the lead. You gotta be able to follow and lead. Like, you know what I mean? It's niggas that don't want to listen to their woman and they woman smarter than them. It's like, nigga, you can't even write a sentence on a piece of paper to explain nothing. Like you gotta have me write your letters to the courthouse. Nigga, you can't even write. And you want to make a decision in this household, nigga, learn how to read correctly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially if the nigga
I'm gonna teach
imposes.
my man how to read. If it's me, I'm gonna teach him how to read, write, and everything.
But you the teacher, you the master, you the sensei. So that's
But
a
you got
Sound
to
difference.
good.
think that is the women's energy anyway, nurturing. I said that in the beginning that we are nurturers. We're going to teach, we're going to lead. But, that's our just natural because people keep on thinking women came from men, but it's really that man came
Being
from
from women.
women.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, it's like common sense should tell you that. Let's be
yeah.
real.
What
I
nigga gave
mean,
birth?
Cause I'm waiting to see. I'm still
Oh
waiting to
no,
see
they
that.
not. They. Oh no, no. We came from that rib.
Yeah,
Oh,
y'all came from ribs. It
are
was
you sure they
Adam,
came from the rib or they came from that X chromosome?
but it was
We could
already a
get
woman.
technical when I get to pull it. I got to get on the laptop next time so I
Wasn't
can
it
pull
already
it
a
up and
woman
No.
show y'all.
before Eve was invented? But she was just too powerful for Adam.
Yeah,
Adam couldn't
he
dominate her.
couldn't control it because he
You
wasn't
talking
for
about
him to
Lilith?
control.
Yeah, Lily.
She wasn't for him to control. You know what I mean?
And y'all gotta think,
Right.
everybody
They
put
were
the
created
Bible
together.
into people. You gotta think scientific. Adam and
Exactly.
Eve.
Yeah,
We
it's
are
metaphors.
atoms. Our
You know,
thoughts create the physical. Like people need to really evaluate the
you
Bible. Yeah, it's a guide
and
to find your spiritual purpose and to get freed from the cycle of coming back down here on the cycle of life.
sometimes people are taking the Bible a little too literally, and what they're not
Right.
understanding is that it's parables and
yeah,
that they're speaking in
yeah,
terms that you won't understand if you're just reading the Bible and saying, "Oh, so this is what happened." Like you
verbatim.
have to have
Yeah.
a understanding of all of this stuff and what it really
Right.
means, and where the wording
Let's
come from for real and what they really mean.
let's just be real. People only using that Bible to prove they right,
No, look, okay, look, I
to
gotta
get what
stop it.
they want.
See,
I
the
gotta
Bible
stop it.
is supposed to be a
Like
guide for you
they
to
like, oh, I'm
get
finna,
to your
I want
higher
this
self.
and this and this, and it says it in this scripture, so it's okay because God said it's okay. Jesus said it's okay.
I'm gonna have to correct. I mean, I'm gonna have to disagree respectfully. Like what Nana said was right. Like it's basic instruction before leaving Earth. You
Y'all
know,
better get this
Exactly, but
book.
people
Y'all
don't
better
take
get
it
this.
like that. Everyone takes it
Basic,
differently.
yeah. Everybody
nah,
I
take
but
heard
look,
book.
I
This
used to
breaks
sit back.
down stuff in the Bible so you can understand scientifically and everything that's in the Bible is about our organs, it's about our spinal cord, it's about our pineal gland. Like people
See,
need to wake up.
yeah,
Wake
the
up.
Bible is flawless.
Exactly.
I used to say that the Bible was you got to look at it and decipher it. No, the Bible is flawless if you really look at it and understand what you're reading. It's really good. Like it's really got some information in there. Like it tells you what happened after you die in the Bible.
And people don't understand that. That's why, like, we gonna have to get together and start sitting down and breaking it down because literally, I could turn to pages where it breaks it down.
Yeah,
Right.
I could turn to pages where it
it's
breaks
there.
it down on the spiritual and how you supposed to align your chakras is your spinal cord to
hmm
get to the crown, which is your spiritual high.
hmm
When you're working on the lower level, that's your roots. That means you're in the bottom of yourself. You at your lower self. When you think spiritually,
Exactly.
and
You
like how we're
grounded.
bringing conscious awareness to people, we're speaking in the heaven sense. It's a state of being.
Yeah,
Everybody think it's a
Right.
physical place. Like you're going to hell. We're on hell.
yeah. The
Fellas,
valley of
Say
the
that
shadow of death
again.
is
fellas,
Earth. We in the shadow
Exactly.
of death right now. Death is hanging over our head. We walking toward death. We in the valley of shadow of death right now.
Like people
In
don't
my opinion.
understand. It's about a state of consciousness. How you think. What thoughts you put out there.
hmm
Thoughts,
Right.
thoughts, thoughts. Like we could get to breaking it down. I got the books and book of
we
the
co-
dead too.
we
I
control
got the
more than
book
what
of
we think.
Enoch too. I got a 1611 King James Version Bible that we could all sit down and we could bust it down.
Yeah,
I
but the
mean, we're
Bible is
more
about
spiritual. That's
gaining
why I was
control. It's
telling
not about
everybody that's
losing.
watching that we've been on our journey for years. Like we've been spiritual. I know my older sister has gifts.
Yeah.
You know that high consciousness has the gifts. We have that intuition, which everybody has psychic abilities. You just gotta tap into them because we ain't even really supposed to be speaking. We supposed to be speaking through thought.
Yeah. People
Right.
turn off a lot.
Exactly. And I don't speak a lot neither. I'm really quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just starting to really
Open
speak a
up
lot.
and speak. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? because I can read a person like a book, but I don't want to put my energy into all of that all the time. Because
Like
sometimes they just gonna show you anyway.
I went and did my astrology chart and I started digging into my soul purpose. My soul purpose here on earth is to help people without feeling the empathy in everything that I feel for them while I'm helping them. It was for me to control my energy and what I feel for them by helping them from a distance without feeling what I feel. Because you know, you could take somebody baggage with you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
That's one thing I'll say about y'all. Y'all are
Right.
honest and nice to a fault. You know, and people always try to take advantage of that in y'all. Kindness is not weakness though, it's a strength. That's y'all strength though. Y'all shouldn't lose that. Cause both of
Yeah,
y'all
but
got
that
good hearts.
warrior side is lethal too.
Yeah, y'all gonna fight like a motherfucker, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
With this healing journey that I'm on, I learned to accept myself for who I am. I am a giver. I am a provider. I work off love frequency. That's my frequency. My aura shines bright because a lot of people is living in darkness and not in their truth. So when we do come around, we might lighten up the room. We might, our aura might protect the
Hey.
situation at the time. Like, for instance,
Yeah.
like being
yeah,
in different situations where I know is danger, but danger never hit my front door is
Yeah.
danger for me. And I know I'm anointed and I know I have a purpose, but my purpose is to deliver people from the darkness, and that's what I do by encountering sad, hurt people.
I remember it was the time you was talking and you was saying that it was like you seen angels. Like
Hmm.
you was telling
Around
me
my
that.
house, I
Yeah,
was
and they
staying on
protected you.
consensus court, and I was dealing with my daughter having MRSA. And she was like, you know, I was going through so much stuff. Me and my kids' dad wasn't seeing eye to eye. We fighting when we get home from the hospital. Our baby sitting up in here, you know, fighting for her life. They really telling me to plan for a funeral. I walked out my house and I'm talking about giants are real because I'd seen the giant angels around my house.
Mm.
And it was four on each corner and it was like a protection. They had they swords covering the house like they was connected, and there used to always be a
hmm,
light that shine on my house, or when I walk out the sun always kiss me. Like I be
And that's
telling people
God.
that's for the anointed ones, but I know that it's a higher source out there. I don't
right.
put names on anything because we all spirituals. We are in the we
But
made
you
by
know what?
God. So
There is people that are
Exactly.
heaven's favorites. There is people that are heaven's favorites. God has his chosen people that he used to give his message through. And those are the people like Monster Cody. Like he wrote that book Monster. He killed 16 people. But God used him to give a message about this in books. Now people read this shit everywhere. It's a bestseller. Like so you never know who God used to give his message, but the person is always gonna be a contradiction because they had to go through something to change. You know
That's
what I
why they
mean? So,
always say it's never about the messenger, it's always about the message.
You
but
just
God
gotta
do
know
has
what
his
it
favorites, so don't think that he ain't pick you.
is.
and then I know it's something higher because I literally sat in my baby in the hospital in UMC and watched my baby levitate. My baby
Mm,
levitate. Nobody was there, but the
mm,
light. But the lady said it looked like somebody flashed the light in the room. The nurse. Like I could go up
Mm,
there and talk to this nurse to this day. And my daughter levitated. And to this day, my daughter is not of this world. My daughter is so unique. She is such a precious spirit. And God gave her a chance to be here. And like I told her, you're gonna be bigger than what you think. You know, my daughter got
right.
personality in the sass to be big, but I want her to know that spirit matters first. Make sure you take
mm.
care of that spirit because spirit is of all things.
Inside out.
Exactly.
So
Mm.
like don't think that it ain't real. I didn't watch my kids like actually, you know, play with their gifts. Like our hands, y'all hands is magic. I can heal people with my hands, literally. My baby went outside and cut his foot and it looked like it needed stitches. And to this
Hmm.
day you can't even tell my baby foot been cut. Cause
But you know,
I
Right.
felt
that's black women. I mean, indigenous women in general, they got a connection to the earth. They nurturing. They got gifts of healing. You know, that's indigenous. Like you know, you picking up what your ancestors gave you. And I think that's heavy in our family. Like I think that's heavy.
Visions and all that, why y'all into
Yeah,
music and art and all that,
Yeah,
like
all y'all kids
that's
is
all
talented.
within us.
Like every one of my nieces and nephews is talented, gifted.
exactly.
Every one of them.
I'm always saying that.
Man, and like I
That shit
really got a
crazy.
bunch. Like my son right now, all my kids into music. They rap.
That shit
And
crazy. And
I rap with them. They be like, "We didn't know you could rap. We didn't know you could spit something." And I be like,
mm,
"Yeah, I be playing, but when I really sit down and write something, they be like, "Oh, you need to really like start pushing some music or doing some other stuff." But I like to be behind scenes. I like to do productions, editing, and stuff like that. Like I like to
yeah,
be
but
behind.
sometimes y'all, I think both of y'all speak well, so y'all should definitely be in front of the camera.
Yeah, I got some
You know,
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
in the
always in
works.
front of a camera.
yeah. I think y'all
Like I
gift is
never
in
been
front.
shy to like be in front of a camera or anything like that. That was my get up. You know, I'm a theater kid, so
Yeah, I think that's where y'all belong. Like y'all got to get y'all story out.
yeah.
And then like y'all gotta understand with the healing process, like I had to dig back in my childhood. I remember when I was in school and we were cutting out papers and my mom let somebody take a piece of paper from me that I cut out perfect, and she was saying it was hers, and I'm like, you know, it's not hers because this is my paper, and hers is cut all crazy, and mine's is on the line, and I got so upset about that. But that's when I started dimming my light because, you know, sometimes you have a parent that not knowingly dim your light when you meant to shine. That's when I started having like self doubt and insecurities as a kid. Like
Right,
that's
because
where
they
my
feel
trauma
sorry for
started
another
from that day.
kid.
It started from that day. So I just started dimming and like saying the wrong answer just to get a negative reaction when I could have said the right answer and got a positive reaction.
Yeah, yeah. You start playing yourself down. You know, you dumbing yourself down. Women do that a lot, especially around men. You know, because they dumb themselves down so the man can feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, so that happens, and it's a shame. It was a story I read. It was this man, right? He said he used to try to hug his daughter all the time, like hug his daughter and give her a kiss, and then she would always say no, no, no. And then he said one day he was just mad about it, and he said, "Why every time I ask you for a kiss or a hug, you don't give it to me?" And she was like, "Well, because you're the only man in my life that stop when I say no. When I go to school, the boys they touch me. I tell them stop. They don't stop touching me. You know what I mean? This person don't listen when you the only person in
Right.
my life that stop when I say no. So it's like you never.
Mm.
That shit was like yeah, that shit hit me like that too. I was like, dang, these you never know what a person thinking. So it's just like you got to let people experience and understand it from their own point of view as well too. But yeah,
Right,
that shit
because
was
everybody
crazy.
raised their kids differently.
Yeah,
I
but
could say
like
that we have amazing mothers. You
yeah,
know, I
Yeah,
feel like even with my mom being passed over, she's still here with me because I find myself doing things that she showed me, like how to
exactly.
survive here, like if you having a tough time, what to do. I watch my mama pray so many nights. I watch my mama do hair, like that's why I'm skilled in hair and cooking and decorating because I had a role model for such, just like with y'all mom playing a big part in being in the community, you know, showing me how to fill out applications to get my first apartment. Her and my auntie, like it's so much that I could say that I'm blessed for because we had a good foundation with one parent in the household.
mm,
And
Right,
yet and still my brothers turned out to be wonderful men. Married, you know,
right,
I'm so shocked everybody
man.
married
right,
already. But
All of them in their kids' life.
I'm next. I'm letting y'all know I'm going to get married soon. We gonna have a dinner and all that. I'm really getting married and
Hey,
stuff, but
I see
it's
you
just
getting
like
married.
That's a
I
blessing right
do.
there. That's always great.
to
You
have
feel me?
somebody and to know that you came from a foundation where your mother did everything and she did the best she could with what she had, and we never
Right,
looked like we lacked for nothing. So I
Yeah,
can't say that we had, you know, the best of both worlds, but we had the best mothers of the world.
Yeah, and it's nothing but good
Exactly.
memories about him. Like, I think about her and I got good memories about her. You
Yeah,
know,
our dad. I'm gonna keep it real. Our dad played his part when he could, but
being a
it
player,
happened for a reason. It's just up to you to accept and grow from it.
yeah.
Right.
I
You
used to
know,
blame him. I can't blame him because, I ended up doing similar things to him. Like, I ended up doing similar things to him. So I can't blame him for nothing. Like, I ended up being like
you
that
can't
nigga.
blame a person that is under the influence of a substance. I'm gonna put it like
Is
that.
and it's
Yeah.
a battle every day for them. You know what I'm saying? Like
You don't know
it's
what
a
regrets
battle
they
in
living with. You
general.
don't know what they going through mentally on how they feel about their children. That's why I never held a grudge or I never had malice in my heart for our father because at the end of the day, that's my daddy. I love my daddy.
Mm. Yeah,
Right.
I got good feelings about him. I just never, I don't know. I just never thought much of it because it was just like, just what it was. But yeah,
We
Right.
like,
got our
but I'm
moments. We used
similar
to
to the
have
nigga. Like,
basketball. We used to do a lot of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
he took us
So
to the park.
like we had two parent household, but it was separately. We'll go with our dad. We'll be with our mom.
Mm,
We'll go with our dad. We'll be with our mom.
yeah,
Right.
So
good childhood.
and I was blessed to have two mothers, Dee and Barbara. They've been the best mothers to
Exactly.
me that I could possibly have. Like I have people
Barbara
that
was
I
cool.
call my godfather and stuff. Like Johnny, he was like a father figure to me. Reggie, he was a father figure to me. Like I
Mm,
had the best of both worlds, and I learned from what they went through raising us. So we turned
Right.
out to be
So
hell of a
like
people.
we came up in that time where the community actually helped raise your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
So
facts.
it's like nowadays it's different. It's not like that.
And I try to
So
yeah,
still implement that nowadays because my kids, I'm the cool mom. Everybody want to be over here. Everybody want to come be around my kids. But I get on your butt. If you ain't doing right, I'm calling your mama. I don't care.
yeah,
Your kid doing this because I would want somebody to call me and tell me what mine doing. You know your kid out here
right,
acting. You know your kid
mm,
did this. You know our kids just did this together. So be on the lookout because they come to you next. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, like it's all
yeah,
about how you perceive and go about handling things. Like this transitional relationship thing, that shit goes with kids too. Cause it's
yeah,
bribery with kids. Oh, well, I'll clean your dishes if you give me that allowance.
yeah.
yeah,
I'll
And
go to
you
yeah.
got
school
to
if I get all A's. How much money I'm getting out your check? So
Oh,
right.
let's not say
everything
the
has
oldest
something to
one.
do with this transitional relationship.
I
Right,
mean,
let's
but
not say the
honestly, you got
oldest
to
one.
do
When
that.
mama say no, we go and ask daddy, and daddy say yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
the
but
parents got to come together and teach the kids not to play both sides. Because me and my
Right.
kid's
yeah.
dad came together, and now you can't play both of us. He might buy some food, but I ain't buying food every day. Go cook.
See, that's why I
Exactly.
never wanted to get in a relationship with a woman that already had kids because, I already know that the baby daddy and her gonna be co-parenting, and whatever I
But that
say
don't
gonna get
necessarily mean they messing around, though.
overruled.
Nah, because if that person, okay, so I'll say it like this, bro. If you mess with a woman that has kids, you set your boundaries coming in on what you gonna tolerate and not tolerate.
Hmm.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
then if that woman love you like she say, she will make the arrangements to move them boundaries for you guys to have an understanding for your household and the co-parenting.
but look at
Be-
this. This is where I'm at now. I'm at it like this, because I'm gonna be honest. I'm a grown ass man.
right,
Like I know people love more than one person. And it's like if you already got a kid with this person, you already tied down 18 years plus.
right.
You already made something with this person. So feelings is they might come, they might go, but they gonna be coming and going. You know what I mean?
Not
So it's
necessarily.
like my whole thing is like at that point, if I date a woman that already got kids, she gonna have to be cool knowing that I'm gonna already have another relationship too. Because it's like, look, I can't really trust you. I know
Mm.
that
And
you
see,
already
that's
got
gonna
history. I
contradict it.
can't
Let's
trust
talk
you.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Y'all
Let's
gotta
talk
Yeah,
be
I
about
can't
a
trust you.
woman
So
transparent.
let me have
that
my
has
shit on the
kids
side too.
that's in a relationship with somebody that has kids. So You can't necessarily say that because a man could previously have kids or a woman could previously have kids with somebody and you ain't the other parent, but you accept them because they're a package deal. Like at the end of the
Right.
day, I tell you, don't come in the situation like biased to that, and try to have trust. Try to know that person love you enough to respect you to not do no foul, unnecessary,
Right.
you
Yeah,
That's
know.
but
where
it's
you got
not
to
really
trust each
about. It's
other. If
not
you
even
don't have
really about
trust, you
trust.
don't.
It's about habit. It's like this, cause me, I can get back with one of my exes, and it's a habit that we gonna be fucking or doing something. Like it's just by habit we gonna do stuff a certain way when we around each other. It's just how the relationship was already built. So if I get back around her, it's gonna be the same habits by nature going on.
And that's
So
where
it's
you
like
be man enough to break habits. If you're in a
Right.
committed
I just
relationship,
don't
let's
be
talk about
around
it. If
them.
you're
It's
in a
like this.
committed relationship, ain't no way in heck I'm finna go to do a bad habit to bring some cosmic karma on me because I done stepped out on my relationship.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's
no
why I
way
don't.
in
That's
hell
why
Exactly.
when
I'm
I'm
How
in a
doing
about we
that.
just
relationship,
don't
I don't
cheat?
have friends. I don't have friends in a relationship, but I don't have kids with none of my exes. So
Right.
you forced to deal with your baby daddy. You forced to deal with your baby mama, and time you gonna be up in there with some time, sitting with them sometime.
Nah,
Just y'all. You know
nah.
what I mean? That's how it be sometimes.
Co-parent
It's just
app.
too easy.
Co-parent. It's called co-parent app, where you make your agreements and you co-parent and you come up with agreements to pick your kid up, and you come up with an agreement what weekend you getting the kids, so both parents can have an adult life. That's what it
Mm,
is.
Exactly.
You feel me? So
yeah, I
the
see what you're saying.
communication is the main key. I understand that you don't got no kids, so you shouldn't date. If you don't feel comfortable, don't date no woman with no kids, brother. You find
Yeah,
somebody
Right.
without kids because that could be a possibility of you being a father with somebody that never had kids. So don't
man,
date no one
True.
that has kids if it
man,
makes
look
you
at this. I just
uncomfortable
seen
and
a
makes you have to do some like do something to get karma back. Because
hey,
what you
look
put
at
out,
this.
you get back.
Hey, it says, look at this. I just seen a fucking excuse my language. I just seen a paternity test. The dude tested 4 kids from the ages of like 14 down. None of them was his. He was with this woman for like 20 years.
She's
None of them.
wrong. She wrong.
That's
That's on
messed up.
her. She got to live
None of
with
That's
them.
that
messed
because
up.
she probably didn't damage that man to the point where he gonna dog women out for the rest of his life. So
Yeah.
He's
you can't.
I
Look,
feel
he
like
already
he
is
had
in his
to have
40s.
known something. He knew
At
a
this
lot of
something.
by
men
this
go
time he
through
already
that.
in his
The
40s.
nigga knew
But
He felt
you
something.
like
could
he
He
look
liked
knew
the
and
what
you
lady.
type of
could feed a
female she
kid long
was,
enough,
bro.
and the
Too.
kids start looking like you. That is so true. But at the same time, a man has intuition just like a woman has intuition. A man know if that kid is his or not.
Right.
Yeah, that's the first thing she asked him. She said, "Why the hell did you test them?" He said, "Shit, I was just testing them." And then look at what came out. Open it up and look at what it said.
You know what? You supposed to test them. You know why? Because what if your kid need a blood transfusion and
I don't
the
trust
father is
nobody.
not
I'm
the
testing.
father,
I'm
so
testing.
he can't give the blood
He
unless
said,
they a match. You
"Hey, look,
feel
you
me?
can't
Like
trust nobody. If you ain't with somebody 24 hours a day, you can't trust them."
Okay, so for instance,
you
situation.
trust yourself.
Yeah, I can trust me.
You gotta trust yourself and know that that person is not doing nothing wrong. You gotta trust yourself to communicate with that person on how you feel. Like if I wake up and I feel some type of way because you all the way in California, I'm gonna tell you like, damn, I'm
Look,
gonna either try to start an argument because
Hmm.
that's just my toxic habit, or I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to
Right.
express to
look,
you like, damn, I miss you. Like I can't
look,
take no more. You feel
look.
me? Like I
Mhm.
need to see
I'm
you.
gonna be honest.
Something
He
like
knew what
that.
type of female she was.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
He knew what
yeah.
type of the motherfuckers who be doing. They be shocked, but they low key be knowing these motherfuckers be having the
Nigga,
motherfucking traits. They don't go for the motherfuckers without the motherfucking traits.
hey, look, bro, she was
Let's
cheating with you.
be motherfucking honest.
She was
They
cheating with you on her nigga, and now you
Or
think
was
she
she
gonna be
just a
faithful to you?
trophy?
Nah, nigga, they're the reason why your ass got that test, nigga, and you tested all of them because you were suspicious all of
Cause
the
you
time.
had a
Now the
gut
question
feeling
is
that
is it the
somebody
same
wasn't
nigga or
doing
is it four different
Yeah.
niggas or a few different niggas? Like either way
or
is
you
bad,
heard something
nigga.
from the streets because you know the streets talk and know everybody business.
Yeah,
Right.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
yeah,
That
niggas be
part.
watching.
Niggas be knowing,
Or
like they
did
be
you
knowing.
meet
They just think
somebody
they be
else?
overlooking
Did
some
you
shit
meet
on
a
some other
girl?
shit.
Or
And
did you cheat on
she
her?
was like,
Okay,
you should
so
test
how
them
did the
kids.
infidelity? This is the main question that people fail to realize. How did the infidelities come about? Have you cheated on her to make her step out on a relationship? Or did you know she probably was messing with somebody back to back with you and thought it was your kid? I mean, it could be so many things, but nowadays the
Right.
world's so corrupt and messed up, and women are so
Look,
damaged that they do toxic traits to men. And I
look.
just not one
But
of
I'm gonna
I
be
feel like
honest with you.
every
y'all know I've been
woman
through
is
hell and
looking for
back.
stability. I feel
Now
like
look,
every woman be looking for stability most of the times. They want to, even if they're stable on their own, they want to be with somebody that's stable also so they can grow that and make more. You don't
y'all
want to
good
be with
women.
somebody that's not gonna, contribute to that pool and then you're losing.
Look, y'all are
Look
good
at
women.
look at my
Y'all are good
situation.
women. There's not a lot of them. Now look at this. The worst enemy to women was video camera and the internet. Like, you know what I
What?
mean? Video camera and the
What the fuck
internet.
are you talking about, bro? Where
Because
you get
it
What?
that?
takes
Y'all
Bro,
the
bro,
ones
look
like
at
that
my
wanted
Yolanda
the video
Adams.
cameras and the
Bro,
internet.
What are you talking
Y'all the
about, bro?
ones looking at
bro.
us on the video and the
No,
internet.
no,
Y'all
no,
the
that's
ones
y'all worst
dropping the
enemy.
money in the cash
but you
app.
That's
can't
y'all
say
worst enemy.
that,
Hey,
brother,
look, bro,
because you
look,
gotta think
And
before there
why?
was internet, there was
bro, look,
books.
Yolanda
Before
They
there
Adams.
was
funny as a
Do
books,
y'all know
there
motherfucker.
about
was
Yolanda Adams,
portraits.
the gospel
So
singer?
What about it?
She was on the Freaknik tapes, busting that thing open, busting it
What?
all the way open,
Why
nigga,
you
in the
judging
middle of the
her, but you
street
ain't judging the other
I ain't
nigga
gonna lie,
who's
I didn't
with
go check it
Trina, with
out.
Trina standing next to her, bro, with her booty hole out, with Trina.
how
So
you know?
this is all these the worst
Allegedly.
But
enemy
Trina,
of women
you
with
He's
gotta
seen
video
it
have,
for
you
cameras.
gotta think.
himself.
Trina came in speaking her truth. I'm a
Yeah, she
bad
came in.
bitch.
I
Who's
love
bad?
Trina.
You feel
Trina
me? Like
amazing.
you can't.
And so is Yolanda. Even after choosing to have
Look,
sex with an
Nah,
look,
adult
she
with
doing
another
she
God's
adult,
victim,
work.
B.
even if it was
She
on
got to
camera.
go where
I'm a,
she got to go. She got
I'm
to
a G.
do what she got to do to
Now
bring
look at
them
this.
to their savior. You feel me? She
Now
doing
look at
God's
this.
work.
She's been
Now look at
delivered.
this, bro. Bro, look at this. Like in the 1950s, this is what would happen. A nigga would have a family of four. A family of four. Him and his girl get in an argument. This nigga will move 15 miles down the block and have a whole new family of four, nigga, by 3 years, nigga. Don't
Already
even
know.
associate with them
Oh,
None be
other
the
look,
folks
y'all
either.
wiser,
gotta
nigga.
look.
None
Y'all
be
know I
the
can touch on
wiser.
different situations where kids involved and shit. So you gotta think. Look at my situation. I was in a relationship for 5 years that where I got beat. First 2 years good. Last 3 years terrible. You feel me? End
Mm.
up getting out the situation, finding myself, I moved to my apartment. Boom. That whole couple years before I had Legend, I was wow. I'm like, I'm free. I broke free. I'm finding myself. I'm doing what I want to do. I got to say so. You can't come. It was just a wow period of time finding myself again. And then I started settling down, like, because I like to be with a person. So I just want to be, with my person. It's all about how you perceive it. Like, I don't care if you have 1,000 kids, you take care of them. Is one of the things I'm gonna look at. You take care of them, how you treat your mama, how you treat your sisters, how you talk to them. I'm gonna look
No,
at
Hmm.
all that because if you
no,
talk to your mama and your sisters crazy, you're definitely gonna talk to me crazy.
no. This is
Fact.
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that since we got internet, a nigga can't do that anonymously no more. A nigga can't have two secret families. It's internet. You gonna get caught up.
So
You know
how
what I
is that
mean?
a woman's
Why
fault?
would you
You
No, no,
want it
no.
you
to
The
feel
have
like
a
woman,
it was a
secret?
woman's
the
worst
woman's worst
enemy. No,
enemy.
it's
The
our
reason
friend
why it's
because
the
it's
woman's
helping
worst
us to know
enemy.
when we're being
It
played.
took their piece.
No, no, no. The reason why it's the woman's worst enemy is because it records everything that these women be doing. A lot of the time, okay, for instance,
And also the
in the
men.
70s, you know how many men was raising kids that wasn't they fucking kid till adulthood and not knowing?
I salute the man that raised
A
the kids
lot,
that's
because a
not their
lot of
own.
No, I'm
men
talking
went
about
to
without knowing,
jail.
thinking that it's their kid, like they got lied
Oh
to.
yeah, it's a lot of people that went through that. That's
They
fucked
didn't
up.
have DNA to go test that shit. Niggas, women was free. They could do whatever they want, and then shit, nigga. Hey, I hope the baby look like this, nigga. Like, you know what I
The
mean?
woman can't y'all can't beat the woman down for having a divine feminine. We can't help that y'all attracted.
Technology helped men deviate
Look,
from
we
that.
can't
Now we
help
can
them
go
to
test it. Oh, that
attracted
ain't
to the
mine.
toxicity.
Shit,
And I'm
Okay.
nigga.
trying like,
I'm
That's
just,
why I'm a firm
but now
believer
men
in
are trying to have babies, so we'll see soon.
I want to
Nigga,
Now,
see
that'd
it
be
come
the
up out that
nastiest shit I
hole.
ever seen.
I'm an avid believer in. I feel just like how you're not allowed to leave the hospital unless you have a car seat and feeding for your baby, all this and that. I feel like what should go along with that is also a mandatory DNA test. If you feel
When
like
you
you know who
leave
your
it,
baby dad is, he know who
Exactly.
he is, he here right now. Why not just nip this in the bud? That
All of
way,
I
mine's getting
mean,
DNA.
no matter what
I'm gonna
honestly, they
tell you,
giving
you can
question
they
that.
filling the
request.
kids up with all these immunizations right when they come out the womb. They might as well go ahead and do the swab for the
Exactly.
DNA.
Hold on, let's get on that topic with the birth certificates and all that stuff. You can request to not sign that birth certificate. You can request for a DNA test. Cause I did it to a person, came up in there, bring that DNA test up out of there.
Yeah,
People want to play with
Right.
my character. Let's go
yeah,
ahead and swab your mouth. I bet you they got up out of there because they know it's your kid. Don't play.
yeah.
You
Like
feel
when a
me?
woman come at you
Right.
like
You
that, you know
it's
it's yours. It's
options.
like, okay,
You
let me
we
just
have
take
options to
responsibility.
opt out of anything that we don't want to do, but people don't read enough to know your options.
Yeah. Cause that, hey, but with me, it's automatic. It's like I don't trust if I ain't with you 24 hours a day and I can't analyze what you're doing. Why the fuck would I trust you? You know
To be
that takes
honest, even
time.
if you do
But
trust me,
I'm gonna
at the
say
end of the
this: you
day,
should be able to find trust in your heart. But
it's
because of
best
certain
to
situations
just
that
nip it in the
happened in our
bud.
past lifetime, it's hard to trust people because we gave somebody our trust and they let us down. And I
You know what I
understand
trust?
what you're dealing with, but you can't hold on to that trust issue with the person that you dealt with in the past into your future because it will mess up good things for you and good people.
No,
So
I'm
you
gonna be
gotta be
Right.
honest though.
aware.
I'm gonna be honest. It's about understanding human nature. It's about understanding human nature. If a bigger look, if a millionaire come to you, I'm dating this motherfucking woman. If a millionaire come to her and be like, man, I want to change up. I really like you. I want to change. You think I think that bitch gonna stay with me? A nigga that's not a millionaire? I want the bitch to go. It's like, nigga, matter of fact, go see what's up with that nigga. If he do you right,
But
just send
you
me a
can't
check.
get mad because you're
I ain't
actually
That's
mad.
entering into an
transactional.
agreement to send your girl
I want
and
her to
you're
have a good
trusting
life.
her to go get that money.
I
So
mean,
you
but look
can't do
though,
that.
That mean you
if
feel
you
like you can't get that
would
life to her.
would you be bad?
You
Yeah, if I
submitted to
can't
a
get it
nigga.
for you, I want you to have a good life.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell
want
you,
you
I'd
to be
rather be with
struggling.
somebody that's broke than to be with a millionaire with some headaches.
Exactly.
Man,
I
them
feel you. I
millionaires
feel
be
you.
weirdos. Them niggas ain't
I
I
don't
done
want to
stable.
came
say
across a
all the
lot of
way
people that
broke.
was wealthy
You
in
know
my
what I'm
lifetime.
saying? But yeah,
I feel
I'd
you.
rather
Be
have a peace of
weirdos.
mind than to be with somebody
Look like
that,
you selling her
with
off.
that lifestyle, it comes a lot. The
That's
It's
money.
not
how
like I'm
that's
selling
how
her
women
off.
end up in a Cassie situation, and people act like they can't understand. You do understand
You
because
selling them
it's
off.
so
No,
right.
easy
no,
to
no,
say.
no.
Why
This is the
wouldn't
type
you?
of situation I'm
Before
talking
you
about.
realize that that's what's all attached to it.
No, this situation happen all the time. It happen all the time. It'd be a group of niggas. One of the niggas in the group is the cool nigga that got the money in the group, and the woman date the friend of that nigga. So over time, they hanging around. The the girl end up cheating on the nigga with the money anyway. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Behind his back. So
With
I'm
the
saying
broke
like,
nigga. With the broke nigga.
no.
Quote
The broke nigga,
unquote.
Well, his
bitch.
With
friend
the
wasn't no
broke
good.
kid.
His
No, the
friend
broke
wasn't
nigga,
no
he
good,
might be
and
right.
his
Nigga
The broke
girl
nigga be
wasn't
fucking
no
getting that
good.
shit too.
hard. You know, niggas
But
be
that's why you
attracted to
gotta
the
check
type of
people
females
characters
that'll do
around
that
you.
shit. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? They be painting. They make it seem like all females be on that shit. They don't. You know what I mean? But you
Yeah, it's
gonna
some good
crush
women out
good
there.
ones because you painting them
It's a
like
lot of
that.
good women out
Y'all gotta
here.
understand, y'all got a sister that got 6 kids. You know what they say about me? Oh, she got six
No,
kids.
I know
No.
my
I was
sisters are good
actually
women
in
though.
relationships when I had my kids. And if you look at my kids' age, it's 3 years, 4 years, 2 years apart. So how was I the whore?
No. Look, I know that for a fact
Right.
that my sisters are good women. They treat their man right. Now it's 90% of the time it's a nigga fucking up. The nigga fucked up the shit. That's just 90% of the time with my sisters. You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
Because
Every woman
y'all
is
don't be tripping.
someone's sister,
Yeah,
mother.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you should
Don't be
try to
tripping.
give most women the benefit of the doubt. Because
Yeah,
if
I'm gonna
some
say
dudes are
that.
out
Y'all
here
right.
thinking
Most of the
that
time,
most women is terrible and
Right.
only my sisters is the exceptions, then that's what you're going to attract.
no, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of women are good,
We set that
but
bar
they got fucked up
high.
by a fucked up nigga. It was a fucked up nigga that fucked them up in high school. You know what I mean? That made this woman act this way.
High school,
College.
relationships, out, you know what I'm saying? Just experience trying to find love. People go through a
Yeah,
lot of things just trying to find love, but love yourself.
that part.
That
Exactly.
love yourself, and then that everything else will come. I learned when I started just being my genuine self and loving on myself, something good came to my life. And I'm when I say I'm truly blessed, like I'm blessed and highly favored, and I know it. And I walk
Right. When
around
you
and
love
show it. Like
yourself,
I
your
be boasting.
skin
I ain't gonna lie. I be
glows.
like I know I got that energy. I know you want my energy. That's how I walk
Yeah.
around. But you can't have my energy, and I'm not dimming it. There's no need for us to dim our light when it could shine bright for all of us.
Right, and all of y'all deserve to be blessed. You know what I mean? That's just 100. But I'm gonna have to step out, so I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Alrighty.
All right, Rich.
One
Get at me
Make
on
sure
the
y'all
music
check
shit. I
out
need an
BB
interview. I need an
Nico's
interview.
for
music and
sure.
everything.
Got it. All right, y'all have a good
Alrighty.
night.
You too.
Bro.
Later.
So y'all ready to come up with the collusion, the solution to transitional relationships? Because everybody in one with just being friends. I'm telling you.
Facts. Everyone is in one when you think about it. Everyone is in a transactional relationship.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're doing something to feel something. You're doing something to get something. Everybody is in one. But my thing is, how are you going about it with yours?
Right. Is the intentions good? You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all drop y'all comments. You feel me? Hit us
Go
up.
like and subscribe.
Send an email. We here for you.
If you
Let's
guys have
dissect
any
these
topics
things.
y'all want to touch on, we don't mind touching bases on
Exactly.
any topic. We could get on it. Let's get on it and let's bring the truth. We got proof to back us on some of this stuff we talking about. Definitely got
Right.
proof, but it's up to y'all to know the real, cause we shoot straight facts, and that's it.
Exactly. So make sure you check everyone out. Check out It's Say Nana. Check out everything she got going on. If y'all want to drop y'all links, drop y'all links. If y'all want to do y'all shout outs, do y'all shout outs and everything once again so we can let everybody know where to check y'all out at. And they'll see us here again soon.
It's say nah nah. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Tubi, Blink Show TV. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Go get your Las Vegas music award tickets. The music awards right around the corner. Y'all pull up. You want to get your music out there in Las Vegas? Hit me up. It's say nah nah. Y'all know what's going on. Anybody else?
I'm New Nina Rice. You can find me on Facebook.
Oh yeah, BB, your side. Big vote.
Big vote. And y'all know who I be. I'm High Confessions 369. Check me out on YouTube and TikTok, Instagram, and all those good things. And we'll catch y'all on the flip side.
All right, high confessions. Stay confessional.